Hi everyone, ISM on to Friday Nights live at the Bench Show. So we're back. We had no show last week because we were all at Skelmore World. But we're back this week. It should be a full show. But we decided we didn't want to. So it's a build night tonight. We've still got Dan looking at all your work on our Facebook page and forum. Tim's got a little section on catch up on Telford, a little bit of pictures of that. We've got Graham looking at all your work, all your questions for the crew on Facebook, the forum. And also looking at what we've been buying as well, which is going to keep me immensely busy for quite some time.
That's a big section for him.
Yes, and Dan's going to look at all your work shared on the Facebook page and forum as well. As always, you got any questions, pop in the chat. We'll get to them as and when we can. And that's it. A couple of prizes tonight. One for Dan's section, the obligatory goodie bag. The build you guys and girls choose will win the goodie bag. And one in a random giveaway throughout the night as well. And that's it. So tonight we've got Graham, we've got Dan, we've got Norman, we've got Sam, we've got John, we've got Tim, and we've got me as well. Everybody all right?
Yeah. Yep. Wonderful.
Everyone recovered?
Yep.
Yeah. Just about.
Yeah? Apart from the flu, caught off Jamie.
Yeah, I'm definitely blaming Jamie for that one.
You're a git. You really are.
Well, sleeping in the same room as him and then coughing all night. Surprisingly, I've got a cold. And then driving back with Adam.
Yeah. So, yeah, for rough and sound, I've gone nearly deaf.
You know, it's close enough for me to go and give him a pasting for you if you want.
You need to reach out and toe poke him.
Right in the fart box.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, manic weekend last week. Absolutely brilliant. Great laugh. Great to meet loads of you guys there. It was a mad weekend and absolutely superb. Tim and Graham helped me in layout and absolutely superb. And yeah, it was a busy weekend. I don't think I've spoken to that many people in a long time. And
you had a bit of a rest on the Sunday, didn't you? But Saturday you were manic.
Saturday was mental. I was still busy on Sunday. It was good. No, really nice. Yeah, sorry, Dad. Indeed, Jamie. Indeed. So yeah, it was good. We also raised a bit of money for Monster Heroes with Tim's UMP Apex charity draw, which he organised, which is fantastic.
Yep.
And yeah, that was good as well. So, like I say, great weekend. Great to meet so many of you and talk to you. And here's to next year, which can bugger off for quite some time. That's all I can say.
I think it's going to be even more mental next year because everybody's already booked their hotel.
Yes, there's a lot more of us going to be in that hotel. Which, for those that were there on Saturday night, isn't going to end well. Anyway, to be honest, I was there. Be pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not loud mouth, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No, little angel.
So there we go. So I know your section's crazy, Graham, because I've seen.
Oh yes.
Because I've added to it. I might have turned up yet because next week's going to be mental again. Dan, your section busy?
Yes. Facebook obviously more than the forum, but yeah. I think there's 29 on Facebook and 2 pages on the forum.
Wow. That's amazing. And you've got some picks to go through as well, Tim?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, give us a shout. I'll do that first.
Okay. Hang on.
Yeah. What are we now? We're about 6 weeks till Christmas, are we? 5 weeks till Christmas?
Yeah.
I can see it there. She can do that, don't we? And yeah, so.
Lose my track of thought what I was doing now.
I think it's about the time that it starts getting festive now, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's festive.
Graham was singing Christmas songs last night to himself.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So yeah, in a build up to Christmas, we'll probably have a Christmas theme every week where we get some music on the go because we can legally play it, can't we, Graham?
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
As Graham told me last night, which was handy. Yeah, I don't know why he told me.
No.
Yeah. And yeah, Graham loves
why.
Christmas, as you can tell. And that's it. There we are.
I think we should have a special theme where we get the people to choose what sort of Christmas present they would like,
What?
Look,
And like you kind of host it now, and we call it Graham's Christmas Crackers.
we'll call it Graham's Christmas Crack. What a brilliant idea.
What? No, for a spur of the moment idea. That was good.
Right, can I just point out, right, that I haven't been at home today, therefore I haven't been in the hangout, so I haven't been able to oversee this lot plotting on what I want to do tonight.
No,
What
no,
we do?
Graham, it was done last night before you joined.
Yes, and I would think the members would love to choose like a model kit they would like for Christmas. And festive
I'm
guys.
going to be a modelling gift for that special person in your life that doesn't particularly enjoy Christmas.
Yes. If you were to buy a present, what type of present would you buy Graham to get him into the festive spirit?
39 Sleeps Till Christmas is great. I've got to say that really does piss me off. That 39, and I tell you who does it, and she's in the chat now. Hannah does it. 39 Sleeps Till Christmas, and I'm like, you can 10 her off. Because that gets on my nerves. It really does. When it's December, that's Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, for the purposes of annoying Graham, it's Christmas now.
Christmas every day for Graham.
One of my
I
friends.
don't know. Would you think that Graham's been on the forum yet, Paul?
I don't think he probably has just yet. Have you, Graham?
He looks worried, doesn't he?
No.
I wouldn't be worried, Graham. I'll be pleased. That's what.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
Yeah,
I'm
post away, Jay. Post away, mate.
I'm more worried that my internet seems to be freezing.
Is it?
A little bit, yeah.
Ah.
It's hanging up.
Does that mean you can't look on the forum?
No, I've been on the forum and just posted my thing on there.
Nothing on there.
I haven't looked.
Ah.
I literally went on, dropped my post on and left because I was trying to catch up on everything.
Let me just go see what I can do. You talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I gotta say, Graham looks ecstatic.
Yeah, over the moon. Anyway, shall I start reading the chat?
Yeah, go on, mate. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Christmas messages in the chat as well for Graham.
Yeah, any Christmas wishes or whatever.
Right,
Or you can personally send him a Facebook Christmas card early.
Thanks, Dan.
I haven't received any of those yet.
I've got diesel in the car.
That doesn't burn very well, though, Graham.
It's all right, Dan's got scaffolding poles.
What you reckon, Jay? About 20 minutes?
Yeah, anyway, right. So, Meatballs and Bobbingtons, AFL. Hello, peeps. Happy Friday. The Bad Bone 23. Happy Friday indeed. Who's that? Bad Bone? That rings a bell. Martin Robke's in early. Good evening to everyone. Look forward to seeing what the crew have bought at Telford with envy. Ivan Jensen Taylor, evening all. Hope you have a great evening. Looking forward to seeing what everyone has been up to. Gaz Vickers says evening all. Chris G says hello all. Wolfgang the Seal. Good evening, gents. Was good to see you at Scale Model World. We met Wolfgang Thistle.
Where we did.
Wolfgang the Thistle. I was going to say is F15.
Yes. That's
It wasn't F15? F16.
16, I think. Yeah, it's a grey one with wings, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well, mate. Bill, Sergeant Bones, hi everybody, and Bob. James Buckingham says good morning, guys. Al McNeish, hello folks, Friday night again, yay!
I didn't know.
Norman D, good evening, fellow Sprue Fiddlers. Hope you've all had a good week. Andy, he says hi, hobbies is in there. Hi, evening all. I heard something about Lidl selling Airfix kits. Just a whisper, mind. Yeah, they've got 172 Airfix kits in at the minute, I think, including the little Challenger tank that they do, which I'm told is a really good kit. There you go. Skullfish, Jess, howdy doody there, neighbours. Hello, Jason. How are you? Steve. Oh, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Is that a little one? Yes, I know it's little, but is it from little?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Steve, Totally Scale Models, evening chaps. Hello. When did you disappear on Saturday? I remember you coming in and saying hello, and then you disappeared.
It's football playing him up. If you've not been in chat, Graham, Check it out.
Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't.
appendage in there. You'll love to see.
Oh yeah, special.
I thought
Right.
mine were bad, but wow.
Ian Douthwaite, evening everyone. I had the pleasure of meeting Ian again on Saturday, and this time I actually spoke to him, and I can confirm he is Scottish. Mark Scale Model says, hey. Travis Thompson, good morning from New Zealand. Hello. Stephen Skoda says, good day from Australia. He should be at work as well. Cy Dennis says, evening all. Hello, mate. So many people we met over the weekend. So. Claire, hi everyone. Richie Lamb, good evening. Slayers of the Carpet Monster. Chris Pryor, good evening from Brixham, Devon. Hope all is well. Scott Blowis, I'm going to change that to Blowis now. Good afternoon. Just survived our first snow of the season. Stands off already. Andy Callis, hi gang. Hope everyone is well. Steve, hello, all plastic fanatics from Southport, and a good evening to Paul and the Sprue crew. Hello. Jamie Dart, Scale Model Giraffes, the season's greetings to all from the University of Nottingham.
Disease rizzled git.
I got to drop Jamie off at his halls of residence on the university the other day. Yes.
Any cuppage?
No, that was on the Sundays we were packing up. Oh, Mr. Alex Edmund says, evening all. I hope your sprue are strong and your glue is fit for purpose always. Has anyone been following RC Sparks' build of the 1.6 Elephant tank from Steve?
No, but I like RC Sparks. He's a nice guy, and I will go have a look at that build. I haven't watched him for a while.
Oh, is that on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of him.
You've watched it with me, the guy who's got the track in his back garden.
Oh,
Lake out the back.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got the RC Bobcat.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
I've looked at it for a while.
Okie dokie.
Good channel there.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that.
I've been watching that one.
Matt House Rex is there. Good evening, one and all. Hello, mate.
Oh, Matt.
John Stone, greetings, spruce smugglers and slaves to the plastic. Have a great show all. Time for a giggle. Model on.
Banana Man.
Yeah.
Alex Beebe, evening all from Clangerland. Hope everyone is well and had a good week. Yes, we are. Good to see you at the weekend, mate. Hey, Mika says, evening all. Jiff Jaff 69. Good evening, fellow post Telford skint folks. Two Tools Model Car Garage. Taylor Brown. Hello, fellow builders. Gavin Colvin says, hi all. George Websdale. Good evening all. A noob to modelling here. Hello, George.
Hello.
Hello. Stick around, enjoy the laughs, ask any questions you need to ask, and don't be shy. And let us know what you're building. Paul Chaplin says, evening all. Hello, Paul. Good to see you and Sue at the weekend as well. Adam Barber.
Building a Titanic.
Say again, sorry?
I reckon George is building a Titanic.
Oh,
Let's get
that's
that.
ambitious. That's ambitious for a newbie, isn't it? Good luck. Adam Barber, evening all. Hope that everyone is well. Had a great time at Scale Model World. Sorry for not coming over to talk to you all at the UMP stand. I've been diagnosed with depression and find it hard to talk to new people. Mate, I've been there.
Yeah, I think most of us here have.
Up until about 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to stand behind the stand all day, but no, it was good.
And I think it it all for you all.
Peter Phelps, evening all. Hope you're all well. Glaston Billy, evening all. I've just managed to super glue a bit of undercarriage to my tin of Stella. Now that's better than gluing a tin of Stella to your undercarriage.
Well, good point there, G. Well done. Good point.
Yes.
Pull your head to the bench.
Yes. Alan Foster, evening all. Hope everyone has had a good week. Ian Brooks says, hey up. Adam Challenger Scale Models, evening dudes. Telford withdrawal symptoms for me tonight. Chris the War General says, hello all. Jiff Jaff 69 says, UMP got £1. I only took, I think, one payment in Scottish notes. Was that you?
There was a few.
Was there?
Yeah, because I got brought some of them home.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, why did Jiff not say hello then?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm wondering, because I was waiting for somebody, because he was saying the week before he was going to pay in Scottish notes, and I only took one payment in Scottish, and I think it was 220s possibly. I can't remember. Anyway, King Dan says, evening everyone. Dave Lloyd, evening all. Howard here. Hello, Dave. How are you? Good to see you as well. Mark Coombs, good evening. Hope you're all well. Cam says, evening, guys. Hope you're all as well. Willie Mack. Hi to one and all on this fine evening, especially to our intrepid explorers of Telford, who are now back with their swag bags full of goodies for us all to see. So let tonight's adventure begin. Yes, I've got to read them all out. James, model officer, superstar James, gold medalist James, model officer says, evening one and all. I'm going to give him a shout out. So James, model officer, he won gold for his church diorama, his sacrificed on the altar of freedom. He won gold.
Yeah, very good.
It's all photos.
Well done, James.
And
Very well done.
yeah, the competition that he was up against was really blooming good as well. And yeah, he smashed it. It was an awesome build. And yeah, well deserved gold. Congratulations!
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that, you can go to the Model Officer channel on YouTube and you can watch the entire build series of how we built that very diorama. It's great. JMCG says, evening, chippy, choppy, chop faces. Okay. Nick Lambourne, good morning from New Zealand. Sean, modeler in a shed, evening all from the shed in Scunthorpe. Good to meet Sean at the weekend as well, although it took me a while to recognise. I was thinking, I know him from somewhere. Rob B, hi all, hopefully back to being a regular viewer again. Nice to have you back, Rob.
Oh, hello, Rob.
Stroman says, Mentos. Okay. Polos.
Yes.
Spangles.
Bananas.
John Howell says, good evening, evening, everyone. Alex Hillman says, my Disney idea is Telford. You can put it in perspective globally, as I'm in the Netherlands and we'll go to IPSM Netherlands next weekend. George Websdale, hi guys, I'm building the Minicraft. Yeah, he is building the Titanic. Minicraft 1350 Titanic. Any help with the full color range for this build in the Vallejo Model Air color range would be very much appreciated. There are loads of so whatever it's called out for, I'm not sure which painting craft call out for.
Right, Grave, you're lagging a bit, mate.
Am I?
Yeah. Tim, do you want to read for a bit?
I've no idea where it is.
So
I'm not even on. I'm not as far as been typing up the stuff for the.
Right, you read for a minute.
1933, George Websdale.
Got it?
Me. I haven't even got it on.
Right, so am I doing it then?
Yeah, because
When we're to Graham? Oh, it's gone now.
I am.
1933, you said, George Websdale.
Right, I'm back. I can take it back off if you want.
Oh, mate.
Right, yeah, so George is painting the Minicraft Titanic. Any help with the full colour range for the build in Vallejo Model Air colour range?
I've no idea, mate.
See what I'm not sure what Minicraft call out for. Whatever manufacturer they call out for, you'll find a conversion chart somewhere on Tinterwebs. That's your best bet, really. I think there's only 3 colours on the Titanic, isn't it?
Well, you could use UMP white and black for the main colours.
Yeah, I'm sure it's black and white. Matt Birtles, hi, awesome show, Stan. Very well placed out. Great to see you all. Good to meet you too, Matt. And honestly, your little one's still got me cracked up. She's lush.
Who's actually not say about yours but being done properly?
Yeah, because Matt came up with his little girl. I guess she must be about 7 or 8, something around there. And she was looking at my van diorama, and of course it's all rusty and beaten up and in bits and stuff. She said, "Oh, I really like that." I said, "Oh, thank you." And they were all joking, saying better when it's finished. She goes, "No, I like it because it hasn't been done properly." She was on form. I tell you, she was good. Punches there says hello. Sharpies, models and aquatics, evening percussionists of plastic and resonators of resin. Not forgetting the berators brass. Okay. Matt 58, what's up, Paul and the crew and peeps? Hannah's there. Hello, Hannah. Evening, everyone. Stop it, Steve. Mr. Mini Dreams said, I'm in the splits eating grits, sucked a plum and bit my thumb. But what happens is done. Now I'm here for fun. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Lots of people saying hello to Hannah. Chunk Clint Leals is there. Good evening, everyone. Good eye, mate.
Yeah, cat.
Shahadi, Naked Modeler. Good evening, all. Hello, mate. Hannah says apparently you asked her to get mince pies yesterday.
Yeah, mince pies.
What happened?
Did you not ask Hannah to get mince pies yesterday?
Yeah. I did. We had some at Telford. I think I got one by the skin of my teeth.
I never had one.
Before Tim inhaled them. There was a crush on the bottom of the bag he could have had, apparently.
I had one.
Yeah, I managed to get one. And, I never used to like mince pies. I actually do now.
Oh, mince pies are lovely.
What?
Lovely.
Okay. Matthew Morvant, hello everyone. Hope all is well. I am Matt. Are you? Dan Edmonds, good evening all. Hope you're all well. Oh, for God's sake.
Well.
Punch says I've got to put a jacket on my Wi-Fi. You know what? I think I'm having the last couple of days my Wi-Fi's been iffy, and I think it's because I'm switching over. I've just had my new router arrive. 3 days time, I switch providers, and I reckon BT are choking me deliberately.
Probably.
Possibly.
Yep. Clive Crow says hello all. Hope you're all well.
Oh, Clive.
Claire says my head's stuttering. I look like Max Headroom. God, that's showing your age there, like. Mr. Gav, evening model fans. Mark Taylor has put a picture of Santa Claus. Don't even know why I've acknowledged that. Jepson67 says hello, builders. Calvin, evening all. Nice to see you guys at Telford. Just one thing. Tim's head looks so much bigger in real life.
Did Calvin say hello?
I think there's a compliment in there, but I'm not too sure.
Did Calvin say hello to us?
I don't remember seeing Calvin, but then again, there's probably a few people I've forgotten about, to be honest. It was pretty mental.
There were loads of people there that I missed that I were hoping to bump into, and I never did. Which is...
Hey, hi, folks. I'm Mark. Dino says evening, troops. Jepson67's in Sweden. Cool. Roger Honin says evening, all. Enceladus, keep calm and make models. I love it. Is that new, or did I just notice after all this time? Is that on mine? That's been there for quite a while. That's the Models for Heroes slogan.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tim's got one as well. I think Paul's got one, but I'm not sure his is in shot.
Yeah. I've got one, but mine's not in shot.
Yeah. Models for Heroes, I think there are a few quid on the Models for Heroes website. You can go and buy one and look at it and smile every day. RJ Pilot, Ryan, hello from St. Louis. Hello, mate. How are you?
Ryan.
Got a rare glimpse yesterday.
I wonder if he's still dressed like a low-budget Terminator.
Effing Senpai says, hello, a bit late today, lads. I was concentrated on my little hind. Hi, Radim, how are you doing? Is it me, or does Radim always seem to have loads of builds going on?
No, he always seems to have loads of builds going on.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's a building machine.
He is. He is. Dan Cook says, evening from Santa's knee. I think I've just had a message from Ian. I'll have a look at that in a minute, mate. John M.W. says, hi, guys. Mark's Hobby Bench, good evening, everyone. Hi, Mark. Andy Callis says his grandson watches RC Sparks.
Yeah.
Barry Highall from a misty Cornwall. Crystal Eagle, a very good evening to everyone, one and all. Hello. Mike Tynan, good evening, ladies and gents. Hope you're all good and well. Thank you very much. John talking about his fishy tank. Vincent Murphy, evening all. Still in a hive to Telford, enjoying the modelling life. Hello. I think I met Vincent. I do believe I served him on Saturday. Could be wrong. Sean McFarlane, morning peeps. Long time no see. Hope to view regularly again. Good stuff. Hope you can join us.
Who's that?
It's Sean McFarlane. Ray Aquilina, hello guys, and good evening. Hello Ray, how are you? Taylor Brown says, finally got a chance to watch ISM. Been a while. Haven't been able to due to his work schedule. We're good to have you back, mate. Malcolm Plum says, evening, everyone. Jiff Jaff says, it wasn't his cash. Lee took his.
Ah.
You were all mental busy, so I left you to it. Maybe next year. It was a bit mental at times. It was great. Loved it. Ricky Paul Carlson, howdy from Texas, Squires. Hello, Ricky.
Hello, Ricky.
Andy's saying that James's Dio is well deserved for that gold win. Very much so. Lots of others commenting and praising James as well. All well deserved. Lots of people talking about fish.
Fish.
Fish, yeah, fish.
Okay.
Share the link for the vid in the chat. Which vid, Andy? We can't share links, mate. We can't do it.
I can.
Oh, only Paul can because he's the boss. He's the star. That still didn't get tired, did it? Oh no, I see. It's Andy asking for a video link from John about fish. Fish. Bad Bone 23 is asking what we're building. We'll come to that in just a minute, I would think. Rob B's got a question. Says he's building the Hong Kong Models 132nd B25 Strafer kit. Do you know where I can get a nose weight for it?
No. I think most people just add their own nose weight as they go along. There's plenty of crevices within there you can add weight to.
Yeah, just put it up.
Yeah, you can use lead shot or a bit of lead strip or something like
that. Hannah says I shouldn't be allowed any Christmas food. That wouldn't bother me one little bit.
That wouldn't bother him. He'd just eat his crackers and hummus.
Sharpies said he's working on the ICM at 132nd Chaika. I like the idea of that. James 4410, evening everyone from Walsall. Do you know Walsall are the only Polish club with a team in the Football League? Anyway, just working on the Hobby Boss SU27 and loving it. That's an old joke from Tim Lovejoy's days at Soccer AM.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
George Wasdale says, thanks, guys. He's found a conversion chart for testers, Revel, Humbrol, etc., but no conversion chart for get them to Vallejo. Try and match it by eye and see how it goes. Tony Davis says, good evening, everyone. Recovered from Telford. Just about.
Oh, kind of.
Andrew Haycock says, evening all. Yeah, Dan Hammond says there's an app, George. Depending on which platform you're on, iModel Kit, I think, is the iPhone one. And then there's one on Android, there's two on Android called Hobby Color Converter. And the other one, which is much better, is Paint Rack. Either of those three should be able to sort you out. Rich Blondin's there, says, hi, folks.
Hey, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
Hobby Color Conversion, yeah. John says, hi, Uncle Bulgaria. Lee Barlow says hello.
Hello, Lee.
Radim says he's got plenty of time on his hands now, but that might change in a few months as I might get this lovely friend of mine as a girlfriend. Ooh. Also, my bills aren't top notch, but I do my best. You do all right to me, mate.
Who's that?
Radim.
Nah, cool.
Vincent Murphy, good memory, Graham. I picked up an Apex. Yes, that's right. And some UMP primers from you on Saturday. Yeah, you see. It doesn't always stick. It's just a fluke. But yeah, nice to meet you, mate. Matt Baker, we met him as well. Evening all, great to chat briefly at Telford. It certainly was. Clive Crowe saying George could email Vallejo and ask them for some help. Jeff Jaff says he's just using his Telford Apex airbrush as we speak. Not too bad.
Wow.
That's awesome. Not too bad, sir. JS Idaho says, hello, everybody. The Bad Bone 23. You guys can call me Andrew. I'm Andrew R. on the ISM forum.
Hey, Billy.
Alan Foster says, can't believe his luck. Went and bought a 148 Jet, and then the buddy build pops up as a 172. Still going to follow along. XL double, blue tack with lead weights for the nose weight and your Hong Kong HK thingy. And Matthew says the converter app that he wrote does just about all the color changes. Is that on the forum? Or it will be on the forum soon, yeah. Didn't think it was on there yet. Chris G says, Mr. Paul, I didn't hear the copyright date on that plane you were doing. That's why I asked if it was a new mold.
Okay, no problem. I'm pretty sure I say it's a 2017 new tool. Can't remember now. I forget. Either way, no problem.
And that is red to here.
Well done, Graham.
Oh, sugar lumps. I've just shut YouTube down. That wasn't clever.
Couple more there. Fraser. Hello, Frey.
Hi, Frey.
Hello. David says, hi, all managed to pick up the Audi Quattro Telford. Shame it hasn't got an engine. By the by, it's still an Audi Quattro. What do you think of the kit so far, Paul? It's okay. There's some pretty monstrous seams to get rid of, but they're not that bad. Yeah, going together well. It's all painted and primed. And we're ready for decals tomorrow.
Nice.
So is the yellow part's then deckled, then, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes life easier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you can't paint. Well, you could, but they've got demarcations on them and sponsorship on them.
Oh. Okay. So they don't give you the option to actually do the decals, no decal and paint it instead, then?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, fair enough. Very nice. Right, I can do my bit. I'm all finished up on it.
Go on, then, mate. Off you go. I missed you not reading the chat.
Hey?
I missed you not reading the chat.
Yeah, sorry, I had to get that, get the slides done. I'm afraid. Hang on a second, right.
Go on, off there is for some of the kits, Dan. This company that makes a resin engine for the E30, but it's not cheap. It's 50 quid.
Wow. Holy swear word.
Yeah, Jesus. What is it?
Oh, it's a long dark tunnel off to
Hang
nowhere.
on. Is it usually a Black Friday sale for you and pre-products? Sadly not, no. We're not American. We don't like barging through supermarkets to grab crap tellies.
Oh, no, we do. It's just not us.
No Black Friday sale. Sorry.
What you can do is you can buy it, pretend that you got it really like for nothing, so then you can make it out as if to your partner that you did get it really, really cheap, and you believe it yourself, so it sounds believable.
We do easy credit terms, though.
Yeah.
No deposit, one easy payment.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a little bit of the best of the 2018 Telford, and then a little bit of what we got coming up in the next couple of months. No, it's only one thing really, but we need to let you guys know.
Well,
So let's start off with the Motley Crew that was down there on the Friday and the Saturday and then the Sunday, and gave us a lot of help, and probably not a lot of help by some of them as well, to be honest.
much appreciated. Who we got there, Tim?
So we have him, that bloke, him. No, so we got Carl, Jamie, Adam. It's me. There's the 53-year-old Nigel.
Yeah.
Sorry, 52. I can't actually. How old was Nigel that weekend?
43.
43, so he says.
Yeah, 43.
Allegedly.
So he says. We don't believe him then. We got James Skiffins just hiding down there. In there. We got Daz, and I'm very glad to say he wore a pink shirt.
Yeah.
Which I was very happy to see, and I'm pretty sure the next day he had it on the reverse because it was grey with lots of pink detailing. So well done there, very Scottish. One shirt does the whole weekend.
Yeah, and he had a hangover Saturday morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was rough on the Saturday.
Big tart.
He was rough.
It were comical though to watch him dragging his ass around Telford.
I didn't think he'd drunk that much, but
Because he was mixing all those whiskies, that's why.
he was like, "Oh, I'll have a bit of this, and I'm gonna have some of this, and then this."
He was he was drinking whiskies with Biff and Chesney.
Yep. Biff and Chesney, thank you very much for being there on the Friday night. That was quite funny. That was funny. We got Luke there as well with his lovely beard. He gave me a top, which was really nice. Paul's there as well. You got Mr. Lee, the ginger one, and then you got Special Wheelie down the end there. Mr. Robbie, who's Carl's friend. He doesn't do a huge amount of modelling. I don't think he actually does any.
No,
he's a good, funny, very funny guy,
yeah,
and he's a pleasure to have along at the weekend.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's a good bloke.
Yeah, yeah. And that was pretty much the Motley Crew. We had a few floating through over the weekend. It was great to meet you all. We had Dan on Saturday along with his father-in-law. really nice to see you both.
I'm hoping to drag him down for hoping to get him to stay over Saturday night, because you can't stay over on the Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you stay over on Friday, and then I'm hoping to get him down on Saturday.
Oh, that'd be good for you. Yep. Yeah, you need a good cuddle, didn't you, to get to sleep?
Yeah.
Right.
He brings food with him as well.
Oh, does he now? The sort of food you like there?
Anyway, moving on.
Yep, moving on. So it was a long weekend, but it was a great, and it was very much a fun and enjoyable time. The stand was packed full of products. We didn't actually have enough room for all the products, which was a contention of Lee getting a little bit stroppy and us having to tell him to calm down and sit down.
Oh, we're going to table for next year, so it'll be better.
Yeah, we've said there's another table. I think we have bigger racking.
Yeah.
Lots of good ideas for making sure there's lots more room for stock. Because I'm sure you're going to tell, UMP is just going to keep growing and growing and doing better and better.
We
have so much more products by next year. We had Graham's lovely model masterpiece on display and his handwritten little note.
Yeah. That was my handiwork. That was good.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was there. And every time I turned around, everybody was standing there grinning at me. Oh, right, okay. And then eventually it cottoned on that something wasn't quite right. Yeah.
You've got a lot of nice attention. So did the Paul's cars and my little plane at the end there. So it's really nice to have them there on display and show people what we do. Look, there's even Paul there smiling in the corner.
Yeah, for David.
For David. And there's Nigel with his special dessert.
Yeah, you got a churro cock.
Churro cock. We've only one ball though. So
well, the balls are at the side. I have no idea what that is at the bottom.
Yeah, no idea.
I think it might be the perineum.
Yeah, and like we said, a massive well done to James Skiffins for winning gold.
Yeah, well done, James.
And it's not until you actually stand there and actually look at that and realise how big it is and how much detail it is. And you look at a lot of these displays and the big nets and diodes that people do, and you see some of them got loads of stuff going on. There's just so much going on, and saying it's simple is the wrong words. It's enough in there to tell the story of what you're looking at, but there's so much work's gone into it that you can tell he's done the work in it. So I know he's not one for blowing his own trumpet, but dude,
it's literally a work of art.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's not just a model. It's not just a little thing. It's telling a story, and that's I think is what actually makes a difference when it comes to those sorts of things. To actually have emotion and have an image that people can recognise and understand. So I think that goes a long way into doing that. You've done a super job on that. Very well done.
When I was up there talking to him, the photographers came and took it for the the proper photographs to do, and they had a studio set up in one of the conference rooms off to the side. And the guy said, I might struggle to get a good shot of this because of the backlight. You can see the windows there are all illuminated. There's a photograph somewhere that guy's nailed, and honestly, it looks amazing. It really does. It's the whole thing's darker, but it's just all illuminated by the backlight. It looks absolutely splendid. I think it's on James's page, Model Officers Mess, I think. But yeah, it's amazing to see. Lovely work.
Very nice indeed. So on to the new stuff that was announced at Telford, and Airfix are doing 124 Hellcat.
Yeah,
and as ever, there's always going to be a few people that are going to start picking.
All I've seen people doing is whinge about it.
Yeah.
I look at it, and I'm normally very skeptical, and I was like, yeah, that looks great.
I mean, it's got all of the pressure, the way the metal gives that pressure bulge. In that they've actually gone to the lengths to actually show that, which is a big step forward. Seeing as Wingnut Wings have only just shown their Lancaster with exactly that same type of texture, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, look at this! This is the first one that's really done it." And there's Airfix; they've actually done it, and the model they've got there, I'm quite sure that was probably pre-test.
Oh yeah.
And that's not going to be exactly what you're going to get out of that box, because that would have been made and built months ago while they were going through the stages of getting stuff.
The real kit will have a lot more flash on it.
Yeah. Errors and it won't fit together. Yeah.
Flash on it, but I love the Hellcat. And that thing in Fleet Air Arms colours, if we can do it, it'd be great. It's even got the proper filleted skin on the back.
Yeah, we're looking at the plastic, and it's like, yeah, it looks interesting. And although these kits and these scales can be a bit like, oh my god, it's just ridiculously big. Actually, the Hellcats are good sized planes. Actually, have done this in that scale.
Yeah.
Big enough to look fabulous without being so big you can't have it anywhere. So. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people moaning and groaning. There always is about anything coming out because they haven't done what they wanted them to do.
I don't know that it should be a Vulcan.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have said, why don't they just do a new one to Vulcan? And I'm quite sure it will come. It will be announced. They just don't be thinking that they need to right now. Probably because they're still sending the old one. Probably quite well. So...
There's still more of that than a Vulcan.
I think looking at that, hoping that they can produce the kit to the same standard, because obviously that is a prototype. The detail on it is outstanding.
Pretty good. Yep.
It's really, really good. I love the fact that the gun bays and the engine cores are all able to be left off, and there's enough detail in there to display it nicely. I think the skin is lovely.
Yep.
Yeah, it's I've got to be honest, I was hoping for a Vulcan, but it's not. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's another Hellcat, and especially because in 124, it's not actually all that big.
No, it's not. It's quite surprising. Like the Typhoon is just enormous. It's too it is too big.
Yeah, I built a Typhoon.
Yeah. But this and this scale, it's like, yeah, do you know what? That's That's a manageable size.
Yeah, definitely. And to have the biggest scale to make detailing up a bit easier, but not have that overall real estate taken up on your display. I think it's.
I do think it's going to have a wing fold option. I didn't actually get much chance to stop and properly look at it.
No.
I'm sure there will be a wing fold ability in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, very. It's cool. I like it. It looks nice. And like I say, Fleet Air Arms and all of the slightly weirder schemes. Just blue is not an interesting finish on them. Although a lot of them did look. Yeah, Fleet Air Arms or the 3-tone blue, grey, and white, isn't it? Underbelly looks quite nice one. Yeah. Oh, I'm quite.
Right, guys in the chat, people keep asking questions and repeating it. We don't read the chat while we're doing this. We'll get back to it at the end, boys.
Yeah,
just chill a little bit. Because people are just like repeating the same stuff over and over again.
Calm down.
I know. When we're busy, we don't read the chat. We'll get back to it in a bit.
Right, see you in a minute. So another new announcement. This one was quite
Boring.
not shocking. Yeah, I know you're not the most.
I'm only joking.
This is going to be
It's another biplane.
So it's 132 Handley Page 0400 Bloody Paralyzer. This thing is bigger than the 132 Lancaster. It's longer in length and it's wider in wingspan as well.
Very, very pretty though.
It's very pretty. It is just crazily big. But they'll sell their Wingnuts kits, so they'll sell. It'll be very happily bought by some people. Even I was thinking, yeah, that's brilliant. I mean, I probably won't buy that. It's just too big, even with the wings folded. If you fold all the wings in, you can't see it down, and it's just. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. What they did announce, which is very cool, is they're going to be doing the 132 Lancaster cockpit, just the cockpit on its own standalone model. So during next year, they're going to have the Lancasters coming out. And then towards the end of next year into 2020, they'll then release the cockpit as a separate kit. So I know a lot of people are saying to the HK guys, you've got to sell the separate cockpit, and they weren't interested in doing it. Wingnuts have listened to people and have said, yeah, we'll do that. We'll take that market. Thank you very much.
A lot more people are going to buy that than the whole plane just because of the size of it.
Yeah, they've deliberately staggered the release, so they make sure they release all the kits, so they get those sold, and then they release cockpit. Because if they did a cockpit first, no one's going to buy the whole complete plane. HK's Lancaster was at the show, and although it is very nice, the design idea of the slide mold like front and the slide mold rear section, so you don't have this the seam join line is very clever, and I do like that idea. It's nothing on the Wingnuts surface texture. That's something totally new and very nice to see. Very nice to see indeed. Now on to the models for Heroes. Now they're always down at Telford, going around with their little buckets and putting them out on the stands to collect any spare cash that people may be able to put into the buckets. Now, as we said, we did a airbrush giveaway, £1 a ticket on there. We end up raising £200 from that over the weekend. Malcolm drew a number, and it was Brian Windmill. Very lucky Brian. He was standing right there, so we could hand the airbrush straight over to him, which was really quite nice to do. And then UMP then did let them do a second draw for a thinners and cleaners, which our guy Darren won. So well done to those two for winning their little prizes, and thank you to everyone who came along and bought some tickets. It's very, very, very much appreciated.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, and then for the as I say, that was £200. For the extra £100, Paul's Subaru, which was auctioned off on eBay, sold for £100.
109.
Yeah. So altogether, over the last couple of weeks, we've helped raise over just over £300 for Models for Heroes.
Yeah. Well done.
Well done, everybody. Well done. Very well done.
Wonderful. Now, moving on with some more models of heroes, we are going to be doing another auction. Now, we're planning this one. This is going to be in 2019, and it'll be the start of February. Please do not start posting us kits. Please don't start posting us kits. We will quite happily take your kits. We'd like to send them to be auctioned, but they're not going to be sent to me, and they're not going to be sent to Paul. We may take some in ourselves, but the majority of the kits are going to end up being posted to Models for Heroes.
Yeah.
Now, do not post anything until we have told you guys what you need to do to post them to him. Because if you just start sending him kits, they'll just end up. It's a bad thing, but the kits will be put into their normal kit stash that gets sent out for their stuff. So if you do send them a kit and you haven't labeled it correctly, how we're going to tell you how to label it, you'll end up the kit won't be in the auction, and then that's not our fault. That's all Malcolm's fault. That will be down to you guys not labeling it correctly. So over the next coming weeks, we're going to finalize all of the details for how the auction's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and how we're going to deal with the kits being sent to us for auctioning. So as soon as we have more details to give you and we have it all worked out, we will let you guys know. So you know when it is and what to do. And it's as simple as that. All done?
There we go.
Have me done.
Nice one, Tim.
Oh.
Yay.
Gosh.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, I hope we get some money then.
Again.
And get some well-deserved funds for excellent charity.
Yeah.
And there we are. So what's everyone working on tonight, if you're working on anything? I got my Quattro out.
I'm working on the Joker.
Oh, maybe just sat there with a nice pose.
No, don't.
Oh, hello, sailor.
Yeah, I'm back on the Hobby Boss King Tiger.
Oh, can we catch up with that chat? Do you think?
Can I what you, my bet?
Catch up on the chat.
Yeah, no worries. Excuse me.
I'd love to read tonight. My throat is destroyed.
No worries. I've just seen at the bottom, George Websdale's just got the Paint Track app. It's really, really good. It's well worth chucking the extra couple of quid at Paint Track to get the pro version. The developers of the app, to support them is well worth it, because they are constantly introducing new lines of paints, because you can catalog all your paints and stuff on it. But also when you unlock the pro version, it gives you a few extra features which are really, really handy as well. Barcode scanner and that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely worth chucking a couple of quid at that. It's a brilliant app.
Now, Jay?
Say again?
Are you pro now?
No, the pro version. Dear me. No. Okay, so let's go back up the chat. Gil's joined. Red Dragon Model Works. Hello, Gil.
Gil.
Carl Making Models says, good evening, folks. Hope you're all good. Hello, Carl. Freya said, Sam, you should have yours tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dave Lloyd, how does someone find out how to wire an engine when they know naught about cars? It doesn't have to be perfect, as it's an abandoned car. Reference pics, I guess, mate. Probably your easiest way if you're not that fussy. I'm assuming you mean in like HT leads and that kind of stuff for the correct firing order.
Yeah, I'm looking at the real car.
Yeah, just reference pics, mate. If you can pick up a Haynes manual from the library or something, or a cheap one off of eBay, that'll be your best bet. I should imagine. Are you on about your golf that you're doing? If you're looking for a Haynes manual from Mark 1 Golf, they'll be cheap as chips on eBay, I'd reckon. But yeah, that'll be your best bet, or just look at pictures and work it out from there. Dan Edmonds says Black Friday is basically all the crap you can't sell throughout the year, so UMP doesn't apply.
Thank you.
All right, what he did there.
Yeah.
Chris Bolshin says, hi guys, great to see you again. Even better to see you in person at Telford. As a Telford virgin, I can honestly say that my one day was fantastic, but I really wish I had done the weekend. Nice to meet you too, Chris.
Yeah, very thank you. Very thank you. Very good to meet you, Chris, and thank you very much for my presence, even though I was completely overwhelmed and speechless.
Yeah, he was, and that doesn't happen very often, Chris. If you're wondering what Paul's talking about, if you go back and watch on this channel, go back and watch Paul's bench update from yesterday, day before.
Yeah.
In the last 48 hours or so, and all will be revealed on there. It's very. Well,
you'll see it a bit on Graham's section as well.
Of course, yeah, it's very, very nice.
Oh, it's crazy. Absolutely beats.
Mark Coombs said we had a fantastic stand.
We did. Chris Balson again saying about James's Dio, the title said it all. It really did. It was whatever. I'm going to stop gushing over James now.
I'm going to say James is milking this a bit now, isn't he?
He is. Oh, honestly, do you know what? It's because I watched that build series with intent on doing a diorama for the first time, and I watched the series from start to finish, and then I saw it in the flesh, and it won gold. So yeah, it's been good. Anyway. Jaff says Airfix had stressed skin on their Typhoon, didn't they? On the 124th?
Pass.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
No clue.
John did it?
It's massive, though, isn't it?
Thank you. John did it?
John.
Down in Clare, contact Frey Model Emporium. He'll have them in soon, and he's cheaper than anywhere else.
Vincent Murphy says the big Hellcat looks impressive. Not my usual scale, but I could be tempted. Yeah, me too. Stroman says horrifics. What? Am I missing something here? Because that's the second random word that Stroman's dropped in.
No, he's on about Airfix.
Oh, horrifics. I see. Right. Okay.
Sorry, Graham's play on English is not great. If it's not spelled correctly, he doesn't.
Horrific. I get it now. No, it's just because he put something about Mentos before, and I was.
Either.
James, shut up. James is saying Hellcat will be his 100%.
Ho ho ho!
But he likes the Hellcat. Sharpie's saying that everyone seems to forget the 24 scale Typhoon had stress skins too. Pete Smith, most of the mowners never build anything anyway. James.
Pardon?
Do you moan a lot?
Me, no, never.
Sorry about that.
James Model Officer says his diorama has build series on his YouTube channel. So if you click on the Model Officer there, you can go straight to the channel and go and watch it. And there's also blow-by-blow details on his Facebook page of the same name. Paul, you and Sam should have your kits tomorrow from Frey. I'm referring to the one the guys mentioned, the one from the show.
It is.
Oh,
okay. Andy Callis says the Airfix will have wing fold. David Yo says Edward will do aftermarket for the Hellcat, hopefully.
Of course they will.
Chris says apparently there's a YouTube video from Airfix about the development of that Hellcat.
Oh, nice.
Clive Crow's got his eyes on the wingnut Lank.
Yeah.
Steve's saying the wingnut wings Lank is going to be the Dam Busters version. If so, I will be buying one as a friend's uncle with a Dam Buster. Whoa, cool.
Yeah, I'm sure there's one of them with the Dam Busters.
Well, is the whole thing about it not because Peter Jackson's remaking the Dam Busters movie? Is that not why he's done it?
Probably.
I think it's kind of a tie in there, yeah. But
yeah, I think that's because that's why the break away from the First World War stuff, because he's redoing the movie.
Well, they've done all the CGI work and CAD work to pretty much make a Lank in digital. So they've actually done all of the work they needed to then produce it into a model, didn't they? So
all right, okay, cool. Oh, on that subject, I haven't watched it yet. That World War I thing that Peter Jackson did was on Sunday night, wasn't it?
Stuff. Yeah, I haven't watched that either. I'm going to try and do it tomorrow morning.
Yes, me too. Mark Coombs saying well done to James. John Paul says hi all. Hannah says don't post the parcels because you'll fill her kitchen up again.
Yeah, with don't worry, Hannah. Don't worry, it's all in plan.
Yeah.
Who's coming, Hannah? Only joking. It's a garage.
No, you're not.
Jiff Jaff's currently masking up an Airfix Wellington.
Ooh, right.
One repair.
It's just in the left one.
Using Velcro.
It will be any kits, Dave, but just hold off for the full reveal before you start digging out. Matt's building his Bandai 172nd scale Y-Wing. Richie Lamb's doing the finishing touches to his Yak 38. Mr. Gav's working on his 135 Trumpeter Russian Terminator.
I'll be back.
Oh, you beat me to it.
FX Empire Redeems asking, is the paint rack app from Courageous Octopus? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And if you follow them on Facebook, they are constantly updating that app. It's brilliant. Claire's asking, is the BMAX Audi Q available for UK retailers yet?
Frey had them in at a very ridiculously cheap price. I think he's getting some more in. So have a look at Muggle Emporium. Frey, if you're out there watching, please comment.
Peter Phelps says he's working on the 72nd scale Revel B17, the Memphis Belle. Very nice.
That's nice.
Dino, question from Dino. Just got some 135th scale resin figures from China. They need some work done. What would you use for glue and filler?
CA glue.
Yeah.
CA glue.
Do both jobs in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard to sand out of the seams.
It is.
There's modern crap that Dan uses.
No,
Is there Squadron Crack?
Well, it shrinks.
no. Well, I haven't found mine shrinking yet.
Go on, Dan.
But I would probably recommend, as weird as it sounds, Vallejo plastic putty, or the green stuff. That stuff we Mr. Level and Thinner painted on.
Squadron green.
Yes.
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 Or 4-star.
Or petrol.
Yeah.
Dave says, what are HT leads? The big thick leads that come out of the little cuppy thing and go onto the pluggy bits.
High tension, is it? No, high.
It is high tension, yeah.
It's them that put a 8-volt up your arm when you touch them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stuck in our-
Pete Smith's currently working on a Tiger Models ERC Lynx, Trumpy PLA howitzer, and Chinese tank transporter. Blimey.
Busy man.
So, Mr. Mini Dreams says when he uses resin, he uses super glue to mount the items and then uses either the resin dust or baking powder to fill the gaps. And he builds lots of teeny figures.
Body kits on cars as well.
Yes. Yes, of course, yes. Bring the cows home, Dan. Hayden Ruane. Hey, guys, I met you at Telford this year. Bought your polishing stuff. Haven't used yet, but any advice on it?
Watch my video.
Novus.
Part 8.
Oh, I can't remember. I think it is about 8, yes.
Part 8. I show polishing the Subaru up.
Yeah, if you look on this channel, Hayden, there's a 10-part build series where Paul just built a Subaru Impreza. I think you're right. It is part 8 on there where Paul shows how to use the Novus polish right the way through. And the rest of the build series is worth watching as well. John Stone's working on a Japanese Type 10 tank. We're going to do a different camo scheme. My model, my paint, simples. Good on you, John.
That's going to look good in pink.
Dino says, "What do you do with the baking powder?" Yeah, add it to egg glue.
Baking powder? Squeeze me?
Make cakes.
Yeah, not baking soda, baking powder, or bicarbonate of soda. Not that. We don't use no baking powder. You want bicarbonate of soda or baking soda will fizz like Billy-O.
It'll be funny.
Yeah, as Barry Thornton says, baking powder makes for CA glue sets instantly and is rock hard.
You can use talcum powder as well.
Yep. Yeah, Radim saying how good the paint rack app is. Totally agree. Steve saying the World War I thing is very graphic, so don't watch it with kids.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Talking about using fillers, use it to fix screws, pull out the kitchen cupboards. Yeah, baking powder. Oh, from Hannah, I must say Tim has redeemed himself with some excellent packing skills. How do you get all the blinking credit?
Everyone packed it away, but I was told Tim was the one organising where stuff was going.
Oh,
is that not right?
It's definitely definitely done it.
By the sounds of it, no. Then
I take full responsibility for being amazing.
He had a team of very conscientious packers around him.
It was definitely these guys did make. We made sure I kept them in order. I must say they did start getting slapdash here and there, but I put them in the straight and made sure they put them in the right boxes.
Were you dominating against him?
Well, to be fair, every time somebody wasn't sure about something, they would ask Tim where to put it. Like, Tim, where do I put this? I don't think anybody actually put it where Tim said, because I couldn't see anybody walking funny as they left the venue. But no, it was fantastic. We literally cleared that whole thing down in about 25 minutes. It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Well, like last year, we'll just get a box and put loads of stuff in it.
50 minutes from start to finish into the van.
Loading the van.
About 10 past, and it was in about 5.
Brilliant, really good. Yeah. Crystal Eagle's work.
I'll keep them in check.
Crystal Eagle is working on the Zuki Aura F4C. Zuki Mora F4C, I guess that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, blimey. Steve's getting his 10-year-old PC updated. Gee whiz.
With an 11-year-old one.
David Yo, has anyone got Hobby Zone modular systems? What do you think of them? Asking for them from Santa.
I've got their pink racks, and I actually really quite like them. They are very good. I haven't got any of their drawer units, though. I made my own.
Got one of their paintbrush tool organizer things, which is really good. But yeah, I think James and Carl have both got. No, James and Matt have both got Hobby Zone systems.
I've got a couple of the 3 of the paint racks, and they hold paint.
Yeah. Very pretty.
Contemplated getting it. Cost me about 350 quid to rack it out the way I want to do it.
I want to say I priced it up for when I do my cave, and I think I'm looking about 600 quid.
Yeah, I like the way I set it up originally. I'm happy with that.
Maybe one day.
If you can be a bit handy with a jigsaw and some sanding materials, you can do it pretty much what you can do most of yourself.
Yeah, do it at work. That big, you can barely get it upstairs. That big at the table you bought, you got to put support struts under.
I couldn't get in the van. I cut a big chunk of it off. Oh, it's funny.
Taylor Brown says he's getting ready to start his last roadkill build. Dan hasn't shown it yet, but I completed the roadkill build number 11 earlier this week. He'll be building Mike Finnegan's 69 Firebird from One Lap of America. Okay, Marino says picked up a Carrara resin Savala Marchetti S65. Save my soul.
Not sure what that is.
I don't know what that is, mate.
I think it's a resin kit.
Okay. Good luck. So Bob's back, saying good evening. Hello. Good evening again. Didn't know you'd left. Hobby Zone is amazing. Love it, says James. Hobby Zone stuff rocks, says Tony. Hobby Zone are great. Got draw units, paint units, etc. They're all very handy on the bench. Yeah, make sure there's no draw left in the runners. Dan took my advice and braved IKEA.
Wow.
Just don't take my advice on shipping parcels on it. The iPhone app, Rich, is called iModel Kit, I do believe. Not that I have an iPhone.
You'll pay for most of it now, I think. Hannah, if you're watching, look at your phone.
Steve says building your own storage makes it more to how you use it in your room, not how a company says it should be. Yeah, but the Hobby Zone's really flexible. As long as if you spend a good bit of time planning it out, they've got something to cover pretty much everything, really. It just comes down to the Spondulix to do it.
For me, it was too encroached on my workspace too much.
Yeah, me too. That's what puts me off.
That's why I don't want to do it.
If you buy one of those ones, you lose a lot of space on a desk if you do that full thing.
Yeah, I have thought about, because I could move my bench forward by, well, probably about a foot. So that would then, if I just put a bit of infill behind, then I could plant them all in there without losing any space. But it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. That's the trouble.
Take a piece of hardboard, you'd be all right. Well, I do.
I think that's it for now.
Excellent. Well done, Jay.
All right. Red. 2.
So,
yeah.
We'll do your section in a minute, Dan, if you want.
Yeah.
Just got a break for a minute, G?
I'm all right. I'll come in if you want.
Want to carry on?
Yeah, I'm going to do my... I've got to get it over with.
Yep.
Right. Just bear with me while I tee it up, and then I shall start screen sharing. Yeah. Just read your message, Ian, if you're still watching, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Right. So, look on. Let's do the big one first. Right. Let me just turn off all the chattingness.
Why, Jay?
Because I trust you lot as far as I could chuck you.
No.
I'm not heavy.
Have you learnt a valuable lesson?
Yes.
Ho, ho, ho.
Merry November.
For 8 hours. Mute. I'm just going to make sure they're all muted.
You know, if you just do the main one as yawn, it mutes them all. Just saying.
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, if you click on your, when you go on Messenger, click on your profile, and it'll take you to notifications page, and just click off, switch them all off for 8 hours, and then go back and switch them on after you've done your bit. That's what I have to do, because, yeah, I've learnt my lesson years ago.
I don't know what you understand what you mean.
Yeah, of course you don't, Timbo.
Have a look, so we won't do it that way.
Well, I've been prepared. What's up to you? What are you struggling with?
I'm just trying to mute the messenger thing. No, can't do it that way. Can't do it that way. Can't do it that way. No, can't do it. Okay, never mind. I'll do it the other way I was doing it originally because I can't work that out. There did used to be just a single button, but it seems to have disappeared.
So I can switch it off on my phone and then it just be off anyway when I'm on my MacBook or my iPad.
I didn't think about that. Hang on. Just a second. That's the most important one. Right. Okay. Let's hope that I'm safe there.
We'll know in a couple of minutes, Jake.
Yeah. Right. So I shall screen share. Oh, scary. Share. Right. So we'll jump into what we've been buying. You might want to get a brew, people, because this is a big one. Post Telford, it was always going to be right. 75.
Zoom in a bit.
75 is more.
I'm going to zoom in, don't worry.
All right, then.
That's what 80 odd I was posting earlier.
Yeah. I think I saw like 110 on my phone a minute ago, so. Right. Okie dokie. So, David Powell, last purchases of 2018.
That's funny. Yeah.
What are they?
I have that Enterprise kit, I think, or I might have the bigger version.
They're gliders, G.
All right, okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Very cool. Nice, David.
Couple of halls of gliders as well. Nice.
Dan Cook has picked up a Hasegawa 72nd scale F14B. The V103 Jolly Rogers Christmas Special.
And I think that's Little Father Christmas on the tail, doesn't it?
I think it has, yes.
Oh, very festive.
Yeah, while we're on about this, I'm doing a Christmas build of a twin-tailed jet in 172 after being in service. It's a Graham Pearson Christmas 172 twin-tail tribute build.
Yeah.
You want to join in? There's details on ISM Facebook, and I'll put full details in the next bench update. There we go.
Okay. Can I just point out that this is being named after me? I'm not actually taking part in it, and I don't like Christmas.
You're choosing the winner, G.
I'll happily do that, yeah.
Hey, so if it's got anything to do with the word Christmas in it, that means you don't like it.
Oh, no. I'm just not doing it because I haven't got the mojo for group builds at the minute. So, no, I've got too much other stuff that I want to get on, and I can't focus on. Yeah, you know.
Checking.
Nothing to do with the subject or the time of year or anything like that. So, Ian Douthwaite's Telford Hall, including the DAF XF 105, Italeri container trailer, you unboxed. Revel Audi R8, very nice. Tammy Williams FW Honda, Tyrrell P34, Audi Quattro Rally, all-in 1/24th, new Badger compressor, lots of evergreen plastic and kit form services resin, some brushes, glues, and UMP goodies, and a Model for Heroes mug. Also this week, the postman brought an A&N resin DAF trans kit, photo wet chassis upgrade set, and a middle steering lift axle conversion. Gee whiz.
I like that turtle. It's a cracking little kit, that turtle.
Yeah.
As is the Williams.
So
Yeah,
that covers this week, Ian. What about next week?
good haul. Good haul. Adam Challenger, Telford Hall. Yamaha YZR-M1, Hassie Raptor with lots of aftermarket.
Ooh, nice.
For Jimmy Porsche and £15 for the Rebel Tornado. Blimey.
Nice.
Couldn't say no, even though he's already built one. Not pictures, there's a shed load of stuff from UMP, including an Apex, which is awesome. Oh, yes. Very nice. Who was selling dull coat at Telford?
MDP.
Oh, right, cool. Not that I need any, like, but worth knowing. So John Sharp. The main reason I haven't been buying any kits of late is been saving up for this 200-litre aquarium and stand. Not to mention all the bits to go in it.
Fish. You mean fish?
Fishy. Charles Stellini. Got this week from his local model store. The trio of men's.
Nice.
Look at photos.
Yeah, that A39 looks mean as. I like
Sure.
that.
Yeah, look at that.
Monster of a tank destroyer.
Was that coming towards you?
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Have you seen the talks before?
No.
Yeah, it's quite a funky looking kit.
We've got one at Bobbington. It's absolutely enormous.
I really like the look of that. Could be on my hit list. And then he also got some figures. The Hobby Boss Hellcat. And Douglas A20. That's a good looking thing. I like that. Very nice. Very nice indeed, sir. And he's also got some AK Real colours. Very nice. I almost bought some of those at Telford, but decided to be patient. So, Mike Tynan has the Valentino Rossi decals for his Peugeot 206, Renaissance Trans Kit for Sierra Cosworth from Spot Model, and new Ultimate Apex, cleaner and thinners from UMP Retail. A lot of items last week from E-Models. Christmas better come soon as wallet is running on empty now. That Rossi one, is that the one that did you do that on the Peugeot, Paul?
Huh?
Did you do the Valentino Rossi on the Peugeot? How much?
Fun.
He's got them.
He's got them, right? Okay. So so Paul Chaplin, his weekend haul and a couple of Wingnut Wings kits. Very nice.
Cool.
Audi. Oh, that's nice. Look, the UMP Sanders. And the that looks nice. M3 DTM.
Yeah, that's cool.
Funky looking thing. And then we're on to Matt. Here we go. I saw these going up last night. What he's gathered over the last few weeks, M35 Panzer wagon, and I can't see what that is because
That's a Hetzer.
Yeah.
One is built ready.
there's a teddy bear sat on top of it.
The Hetzer, come on.
Okay, it's a Hetzer. The Hetzer. I knew that. No. And he also got this.
Nice.
No, I really, really like that. Not this stupid thing sitting on top, but I really like that boat. Shit.
For reindeer.
What's wrong with the stupid thing sitting on top? That's lovely.
Oh, the postman back there.
Oh, and he's off.
I'd say those at the back's more interesting than the setting in the front. I'll say anything about that. Isn't that from that bad film about living on an island?
Hey?
Hey?
I don't think it's that saying a story.
What?
What?
What? He's also got a Toyota Corolla and a Ducati. Is that the Panigale?
Yep.
Panigale.
And then Luke, a mighty Telford haul.
Nice one, Luke.
Too much to go through there, but yes.
Nice.
Lots and lots of lovely UMP stuff. Look. Including the 3D printed Tamiya tape holders, which are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, which is on the site now, as is the 172 Tarangus Vigan.
Yay, cool.
Oh, nice.
I have one in here.
Which were being asked for endlessly over the weekend.
Yeah, they're in stock. There's about 10 of them. Well, there's 9 now.
Well, it's a shame we can't do that for the build. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, you could. Not.
Then you've got a single stabilizer, isn't it, at the back?
Yeah. But it's well worth checking out that Tamiya tape holder. I've just dropped all my tapes in the other night when I got back, and yeah, it's great.
And
so much better.
Paper holder.
Yeah, the paint pot holder is quite cool.
Yeah.
If you've ever, I'm assuming most of you will have bought UMP products. When you open the lid, you've got the little bungs inside, and they're really good for mixing up little bits of paint or washes or putting CA glue in and that kind of stuff. And Lee's now designed a little holder, like a frame.
6 Vigans left, sorry.
6 Vigans.
Looks like a load of sold already tonight.
Cool. Yeah, so you can pick one of those up as well and drop your little bungs into them. And of course, the awesome Tamiya pot holders. I looked at that turntable. That turntable that Luke bought, I almost bought one.
That's the same as mine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good little things, Al.
Wish I got it now. There you go. Dan.
It's not much of a surprise anymore, mate. I don't know what it is.
What?
Brian's in the chat saying, Paul, if we start on your surprise.
Oh. Dan did a bit of shopping as well. Bumped into somebody as he was walking around, I do believe. Is that right, Dan?
Gary Constable, yes.
Yes. And he got himself a nice resin kit from Manufacture Hero.
No, that's not resin.
Sorry, not resin.
That's all metal.
Metal kit.
Multimedia.
Multimedia, that's the word.
That's the word I meant, yeah.
I like that, Dan.
Yeah, I like that as well, Sam.
Yeah, it was really good to see Gary at the weekend as well. Really good.
He's a very nice man, you know.
He's a top geezer. And Dan also bought that monster.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, it is a monster. It's massive.
It's
absolutely huge.
It's huge. I reckon that head's life size, would you say?
Not for that, not for him.
Oh, but I mean for normal human size.
Pretty much, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's about the size of a normal head.
The cap fits on his head perfectly.
Yeah.
I think I best mute because the wife will divorce us.
But yeah, that's a massive piece of resin, and it will take a lot of paint and primer.
Yep, it will. It's huge. And then Tim went shopping. Camel was a swap. Yeah. The Wing at Wings kit was from a damaged goods on the Wing at Wings.
Damaged stock they had.
The Copper State Newport, which was a last minute buy.
Yeah, blame that's
all weekend.
All Graham's fault that was. I was gonna hold out, you know. Then Graham went over to buy something. I was like,
no. I was looking at the Lanchester, and Tim had been on about this Newport all weekend, and I think we both decided that we were going to be good and not buy the kits. And then somebody rocked up with about an hour left to go and just bought that Newport and passed it to Tim to have a look. And he opened the box and we both went, ooh. And I said, I'll buy mine if you buy yours. So we shot off round and bought a kit each.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so nice, man.
It's a lovely little kit there.
Yeah. The whole way it's packaged and everything's beautiful. Instruction book's lovely. Yeah, really nice. And then all of this fancy, gorgeous extra aftermarket stuff.
Those are gas patch, airspeed indicators, aviatic, RAF and German refueling, wire wheel for the Sopwith Camel, and air scale decals for the dials. On there.
Cool. Yeah, very nice. And then He also got a kit that was given to him from Brian. Which one was that?
The Swordfish. So thank you very much, Brian. That's very nice.
Cool. The Jaguar, which he had back off me, I bought that off Tim, and then realised that it was not for me to build. So I swapped it back. Sabre, I bought a while ago. Decided to sell it on.
Yeah, you weren't feeling that one, so I was like, I had a Sabre before, and I sort of regretted getting rid of it. So I thought, I'm going to give that another.
Yeah. So I swapped that for what you'll see coming up in a bit.
And we've got a Country Climax.
Yep, I've got a country climax.
Country Climax.
I've got a country climax off Dan. That was quite an experience, must say.
Yeah. And this little funny boat playing boat.
Proper random buy. That was tech mod, a plastic injection mold of a F-33E, which is like a later spec version of some of the kits I've got. Anyway.
Cool. And then lots and lots of lozenge by the look of it.
Yeah. So I've got aviatic upper wing dark deck lozenge for the flying boat. I've got one set of wings for the D7, a full fuselage and wings for another D7, full set of decals for and it's complete body decals for the Sopwith Dolphin you guys got me, and some wood decals as well.
Very nice. Are they Ushi wood decals?
No, that's all aviatic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I take it you like World War One planes, Tim?
Hey?
I take it you like World War One.
No, I'm not that fond of them, to be honest. I find them a bit annoying.
And on to the model officer, Mr. Skiffins. But it's a little more than normal. Well, it was Telford. Supplies from UMP, mixture figures from a bargain bin, more fun in a jar from Pinnacles, some bits from Tremendous, and a new figure for the Spitfire, the Brit 48, in general supply stock up.
Seen that today, compared to the kit one's horrendous.
Yeah, those figures look quite cool.
Yeah, nice figures.
Those Pinnacle pigments are supposed to be very, very good, aren't they? Can all speak at once.
Yeah.
Oh, what a surprise. Clinton's been shopping.
No.
Woohoo!
Oh, very nice, John.
Got spray booths and more dusty, cold days or nights in the shed. Nice. That's a nice one. I like that light in the top. A few more supplies. He must have crashed into the hobby shop again. Tamiya wax. Don't know what these things are at the bottom. Some big fat tape from Tamiya and a cargo truck.
Nice one, John.
Very nice. And a couple more. A couple more military miniatures for a future Dio. Curious. Look forward to seeing that. I like that wall. That's cool. Right. Now then, sit back and relax for a minute. So, kicking off. As mentioned earlier, Paul was given a few very, very nice kits. This one came from
Chris. Mr. Bolchin in the chat.
Yes.
He finally gave it to me. Absolutely. See, I knew Brian was bringing one. I didn't know Chris was. So I was prepared for Brian. I was armed. But I was just taken aback. Completely humbled and speechless, and he came back and explained a few things, and I was even more humbled. And all I can say is thank you, Chris. Thank you very much, mate.
Was that Mr. Watt that you kept calling? What?
Huh?
Was that Mr. Watt? What?
Yeah, well, he said this is for you, and I was like, what? Yeah, I just didn't know what to say. That's a very expensive kit as well. Thank you very much, Chris. Overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. Yeah, very, very generous indeed. And then
Brian had been threatening me with this for weeks, and very kindly gave me the 12 scale Caterham from Tamiya. Still didn't tell me why, did you, Brian? He still wouldn't tell me. Just kept laughing. And oh man, that thing is beautiful. I've wanted that kit for a long time, and it got re-released last year, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it is immense. All the main bodywork panels are metal. Floor panel, bulkheads are all metal. It's the details, man. Even though all the serpentine belts on the engine are real belts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's just immense. I'm going to review it. I was hoping to do it tomorrow, but I'm a bit deaf at the minute, and it's annoying to hear myself talk. Well, I suppose it is any time, really.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long review. I'm going to have to get through it quick. But it's just a beautiful kit. Thank you very much, Brian. That one will be built, I think, pretty soon. Maybe the beginning of next year, because it's just beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
I just don't know what colour to do it in. I kind of want to leave it half silver, half coloured, but I kind of, I've seen red and black that look good together. People are saying yellow and black.
Carbon fibre.
Sure.
It's a carbon fibre.
Yeah, sit there. So I've seen red, black with red stripes that look really smart. Or I could go a really funky colour. Don't know. But it looks an amazing kit. It really does. It's super. Yeah. So thank you very much, Brian. You're crazy. You really are such a nice guy as well. Really was a nice guy to chat to. And hopefully you'll join our hangouts as well. So, yeah. And as Hannah says, James looked at it and said, wow, Daddy, a million pieces in that kit.
That's very cool.
So Chris just put in the chat, sorry, Paul, I changed my mind. Can I have my caterer back, please? No. We'll find Brian for that one.
I see. Now you're making me jealous.
So I put a little bit of money back in for the videos. This is bit more light over the bench. The LED Chestos are an improvement over the triple tubes.
Okay.
See how high up that light goes?
Mm.
Triple tubes don't do that, but the LED does. It's a lot more light. So I bought one for the bench and one for the spray booth. They're £96 on Amazon. That's the cheapest place I can find them without ridiculous postage. Hey, Norman?
Yeah, that's correct.
There's another place selling them for 75, but they want 30 quid postage for two of them.
What?
Yeah.
I was rather shocked.
Yeah, the LED is better than the tubes.
Now, they used to have two over that one bench, didn't you?
Yeah, don't need it now.
It's
invented, honestly. That puts out more than two of those triple tubes.
Wow, that's
and the light's higher, it's wider spread.
Yeah.
And it's fully dimmable. You can turn half off, half on.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, no heat off it at all, no buzz.
What I was about to say, because you get a lot of background noise off these, actually.
Yeah, you get buzzing, don't you, off the other ones? And they,
how you been finding
when it's by your head, you can feel the bloody thing, can't you?
How have you been finding when you've been taking pictures? Because LEDs can be a bit weird when you're doing that.
It's fine until you lower the... And it flickers. Watch it. It might do it. Hang on.
Yes.
Right, hang on. Let me put it on. So that's on. I'm sharing with Graham on. Hang on. Let me just click that on.
I can see it. Sort of.
Right, so that doesn't flicker now. Right? But if I dim it.
Yeah.
They still get that sort of weird pulsing.
Yeah, it's flickering because I've dimmed it.
Now, have you
I put it up to full power?
Yeah. Now, have you tried it actually on doing a video?
Yeah. Fine. Well, I filmed that F15 review of it yesterday.
And you didn't get any weird flashing?
It's a lot lighter as well. It's fine on the camera. Everything. It's only when you lower the light it starts to flicker.
That's quite weird. Because you know when you see race cars and they're driving around the track and they see their headlights flashing.
Yeah.
And the tail lights flashing. It's because it's LED.
Yeah, it's the frequency, because that's what I said to Paul yesterday, and he checked it there and then. I think that's why when he's dimming it, because I think all it's doing is reducing the frequency.
Yeah, probably.
And I think that's why you get the strobe, and it just depends on what the what do you call it? The wigglies going backwards and forwards is, because if it matches the shutter speed or the film speed of the camera, that's when you get the flickering, because it's staggering.
The triple tubes are good. You can pick the triple tubes off like 55 quid.
Yeah.
They are good lights. The bulbs do dull.
Yeah.
But for double the price, I think it's worth it.
You see, I've got the triple tube, and I really like it because it's like pretty much shadowless. It gives a lovely even light. It's daylight, so you get good color rendition, all the rest of it. The only thing is it's not massively bright. So I've got the Chesto light in the middle as the main work light, but for sort of surrounding light, I've got 2 IKEA work lamps with daylight bulbs in to bring in more light from the sides because it's just not quite bright enough to work on. But
nothing else.
That's amazing.
Nothing. It's an immense amount of light. And I'm very light sensitive as well. I get migraines very easy. And if you're watching through the night, I'll switch the light on and off because it's annoying me. This one doesn't seem to bother me.
Good.
The Chesto or Daylight Triple Tube, Daylight LED Professional. Like I said, I looked around. Cheapest is definitely Amazon, £96 next day delivery. Superb. So yeah, I got 2 of those as well.
Yeah, I think I'll move my triple tube over to the spray booth and get one of those for the bench.
And yeah, Pete's right. The arm's a lot better than the old one. It's a lot more rigid.
Okay.
The other one gets a bit floppy over time. Won't hold the camera.
And floppy arms.
Okay. Anyway, on that note, moving on to Paul's other purchases.
There's a review on the channel. Go and have a look.
Yes, a review on the channel that you're watching now. Go back and have a butcher's hook. And then he's also picked up. Ooh.
Yeah, Locksmith GTR. Lamborghini Diablo. That Mad Midnight Purple paint from Hero Boy that's rather expensive. Some decals from Matt because he's a madman. And some paint for the, is it Divers, BMW? Also got the Pajero aftermarket decals and the Mr. Juicy E30 decals as well.
Mr. Juicy.
And then...
yeah, a Scooby-Doo I bought the other week. I can't remember if I showed that one. I got a feeling I did. I can't remember. And an Alpha that I didn't ask for that Matt decided to send me anyway. And a set of decals for that. So Matt's going to get some payback somewhere along the way.
Somewhere. And then...
GTR off Tim, Escort off Tim, and the first plane kit I bought in about a year. Which I reviewed yesterday.
Yes.
Maybe. That's on the channel too, and it'll be part of my Graham Pearson Christmas tribute 172 twin tail buddy build.
Good job, my camera's not on right now.
Or would you be sending him a big hug?
That was my birthday present to Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Nice.
Literally the last NSX I will buy because I've got all the others that I want.
It's cool. I think Claire said she's bought that last week, didn't she?
Very cool.
Well, yeah, cool looking thing. It's a lot sort of. It seems to be a lot sort of lower and curvier.
Yeah, it's a bit sleeker, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Got that really cool F1-esque scoop on the roof as well.
Yeah,
very nice. Very nice. Oh, and more.
Oh, yeah, treat yourself to a new boat. Bought that last week for a bargain price.
Bargain.
It's out the day, and yeah, our local pond's way too small for that thing, so I need to go to the bigger one.
I think that'll be too small for even your big lake. It'll probably go to speed. Only just these are my birthday gifts from all the guys in the birthday pool. Absolutely shows how well they know me. Excellent for get their careful level with the test scheme, and the Fiesta from Bell Kits in the Michelin scheme. So yeah, you boys we know me well. Let's go look epic, I think. As I say, reinvesting back in. I'm going to put your actual camera. Bought a new camera to improve the pictures, and from test shots I got the other day, it looked to definitely improve them. Under the advice of Mr. Pearson.
I do try.
We were having a good look around there, and I picked this mirrorless Canon M100. And yeah, it looks a great bit of kit. Really is cool.
It is lovely.
And a new camcorder as well. So
you say again, mate?
I got to get a new camcorder next week as well.
Okay, cool.
To improve the videos a bit. And there's a lot more on the way. It's just not here yet.
Yeah. And Mr. McCord, because it was his birthday as well. And yeah, we kind of know Sam. Although we did have to get quite a lot of advice from Paul. It's really hard. You know that old adage of like, what do you buy the guy who has everything? With these two, it kind of applies, doesn't it?
Yep, definitely much so.
Yeah.
But that Beamer is absolutely good. In fact, I love them both. That Alpine's beautiful. That was one of my little dream cars when I was a kid, but that 635
is just good. I need to get one of those Alpines.
The Alpine's going to get you a funky colour.
Has John Bellows just built that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue. There were decal sets as well, but I can't find a picture.
Yeah.
So we may have to leave them somewhere.
I reckon that 635 is my favourite Beamer of all time, you know.
Are you going to get the JPS decals, Sam?
Say again, Paul?
Are you going to get the JPS decals?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right. You're going to get it from Spot Model, I think. If you do, let me know and we'll go hard on that postage I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. No
Maybe we
problem.
get 10 quid postage for a set of decals.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Fernando.
Decals I want from there.
On the subject of asking for advice on what to buy, Hannah's just said, don't ask Tim.
I know everything to buy.
Tim will give it away.
Yeah. If it's a secret buy, then don't ask me.
And then Tim got this from the Airbrush Oxfam website.
Oh, you got that in the end?
Oxfam. Random. Yeah, I bought it in the end.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I was randomly searching for Wingnuts kits. I can't remember what I was actually searching for. And this came up saying on the Oxfam site. And I was like, what? I clicked on it. That was for £80 plus post. And they're usually about 120 odd quid. I was like, yeah, buy that. Yeah. Plus, the money goes for a good cause and I get a really cool kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Win-win.
Good looking thing that looks like a Boyd.
Hey?
Looks like a Boyd.
It does look like a proper booty. It's a little booty. Lots of rigging on that one. But not even a biplane. It's just the weird rigging all over the place on it. Very strange. Quite cool though.
Very nice. And then 2 AMG GT3s.
Nice.
From his lovely children.
If you've not built that kit, you need to build it. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have to. After seeing Adam's Battlefield 1.
Hashtag Brett effect.
Yeah.
And Tim went copycat and bought the same as
that's the same. It was mine, that, you think?
Same. This is even not that lazy.
Thing is though, Tim will still take a blurry picture.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look at that.
It's hard to get it all in one shot. That's the problem. I have to get two of them spliced together. Sam's birthday present from Paul. It's just gorgeous. Look at that.
Absolute stunner. Thank you, mate.
Ooh,
very cool kits.
Love it. And then, where's that come from, Sam? Is that just your buy?
Yeah, I just bought that. I bought it.
Did I show my one then? I haven't put mine up.
You haven't put yours up.
I forgot.
Yeah. Very cool. Yep. And Sam got a Quattro as well. Of course. And
on the way.
DTM Merc.
Nice.
Yep. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. The best
birthday of all was spend the weekend with me, wasn't it, Sam?
Experience. Experience. It was a good crack, but a good laugh.
I was just being with an all that long.
Adam Barber had a good haul from Telford. Look at that. Oh,
nice.
Wow. I have this strange inkling he went into the kit swap and that I'm picking up everything I can see.
Yeah. That place sounds scary. David Powell's got himself a new man cave seat. Lovely.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. What's the woman saying there? Is that Snap Fix?
Was that Snap Fix?
Snap Fix. That's very nice, mate. And Dan Edmonds. So this past week, I saw he's picked up a rather gorgeous Liberty Walk R35. It is gorgeous and all. Restock on some UMP Essentials, some P filler caps, Tamiya TS21. Nice colour. Ooh. Molotov 2 male and some replacement sprues from the BMAX E30 that he'd robbed for his current build. That's an awesome colour, that. It's like bronze.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed. Jamie Dart. Telford Hall, small compared to last year, but happy with what he bought. Certainly happy with that. F4, that's lovely.
And he gave everybody the flu.
And give everybody the flu. another A10 because the one that he's got isn't enough. Some Plasweld and a UMP Tamiya tape holder on the website now at umpretail.com. Yes, I saw the comments. Yes,
I was watching a video in Shaft Damper Up.
all right. Claire always likes to fill this section up. I've accumulated rather a lot in the last few weeks. 5 splash paints and Splash 2K decals. 2 packs of UMP sanders, Zappa Gap CA glue, Infinite Easy cutting. That's what I meant to look for at Telford. And some paint sieves, which I've yet to try. But yes, very nice. Curious about those splash paints. And then she also got some gravity paints. Obviously from the European.
Spain.
From Spain, yeah. Not from
Do
America.
not buy them from the USA because you probably won't get a hold of them.
Yeah.
Again.
And I believe they came quite quickly as well. So
Yeah.
Cool to see those. She got a few muscle cars.
Nice. Cool.
Very nice indeed. I like the front end of that one. That's cool. Is that the one you had in the workshop, isn't it, Tim?
Which one's that?
Charger, yeah. And that's the kit that I just got halfway through and then gave up on. I may go back to it one day. It's not a bad kit, to be fair. I just wasn't feeling it. And then, that's a Star Destroyer.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that the Vesda Reebok there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with Mike Lights for mine.
Jamie.
That's not the one that you were on about, the quick build thing with all the lights in, Paul.
No, that's the proper Zvezda one.
Okay.
It's very good, Gin. It's very massive, and I'm planning on lighting mine to the 9s. Well, lighting kit 65 quid for it.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I do fancy having a go at one of those. I don't really know what it is, but I fancy having a go.
It's hard to start off.
I know it's out of, and I think it's Darth Vader's ship, I think.
No.
Okay. It's out of Star Wars, and it looks pretty, so I fancy building one. That's nice. F-16 Tamiya, I've got a version of that, I believe. Very, very nice kit indeed. And a tank. Very interesting. I wouldn't have expected to see that on Claire's shopping list, but very nice. Tamiya.
They're good little kits, they are.
Yeah.
It's like, I think Dan Cook's not long built. No. I'm not sure if it was a Tiger. It was definitely 1/48th Tamiya. Good looking thing. Really nice. Very nice indeed. And another AMG. Seems that one's not enough for anybody who's built those. Some more detail parts. Bare metal foil. Mini bending pliers. All kinds of shenanigans. I'm assuming this is pipe work and stuff. Rubber hose. Wow. And 24 scale Ferrari F40 with the paint.
Nice.
Very nice indeed. And that's it for Claire.
What a haul.
Yeah, mighty haul. And then Radine's been shopping as well. Bought the Hind last week.
Say that.
Very good choice.
He's bought the Raptor for your tribute build.
I don't know.
Okay.
Could be worse, Jake. Could be a memorial build.
That's what Sam's was.
Good looking thing, that. Good looking thing. Yeah, I saw a comment from somebody today saying that he joined ISM just as that Sam McCord build was happening. And he said, I actually thought Sam had just died. So when he popped up on the live show, I was quite shocked.
Technically, I have died twice, but I mean, that's beside the point.
Once a few years ago, and once on Sunday night by the time he finished.
That's why you're an absolute angel, Sam. Carl's been on a UMP rampage down at Telford with a UMP Tamiya tape holder. You can get them on the website now.
Where would that be, G?
UMPretail.com.
Oh, right.
And he went and got some Pinnacle pigments and some other bits and bobs. As well, I'm curious to know what he's going to do with that bare metal foil. Interesting. And then he also got some kits. Very, very nice. I love that M9. I think that's a mean-looking thing.
That's cool.
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
and if
like
you
the Gepard.
that is very, very cool.
I always like the look of that thing.
If you fancy doing a dozer though, and you don't want to do a D9 because like D9s are really popular, if you want something a bit different as a dozer, that'll be mint.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about what colour you do the D9 then.
You got to make sure you don't paint it that green colour.
Yeah, this screen do.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
And
Oh,
Actually, forget you. What do you reckon, John?
and then
Shiny on grey is from the instructions.
the Mark 1, the Mark 4 tank that couldn't make up its mind.
Yeah, the hermaphrodite.
It's a really nice kit. I've built that one.
Cool looking thing. Nice haul. Mr. Challenger. Another lot of right today from Brett in America.
Flashbang!
Blankets in the UK. Paint stirrer there. And some bare metal foil.
Freeze!
Challenger. Adam got these from Matt and David Payne.
Right.
Another Epson NSX. And Jägermeister Alpha. Beautiful. Steve's little haul from Telford. On subject of a D9. Steve's bought one. I like that with the what do you call it around it? The not reactive armor. What's that? How much?
Oh, that's that stuff that breaks really easily.
yeah, the caged armor.
Caged armor, that's the one.
Sorry.
And I believe he got that from for a bargain price, that Atlas.
Yeah, 400.
Yeah, he came over asking about if it was a good price, and I'm pretty sure he got it for a real bargain.
Must have dipped his toe in.
I've missed all of this. I literally came and said hello in the morning. I didn't even get a chance to chat with him, and then the end of the day came. I'm like, oh, I'm seeing Steve again.
I said bye to him, Jay. Don't worry, mate.
Yeah.
Poor people.
Didn't even get to go for a Costa this year. And then he got some rocket. Off of eBay.
What they think rocket blasters like?
And then not forget what arrived before we left for Telford. Plus, I've already got lots to read. So, what's a few more? That beautiful Gota. That's huge, but it's very, very nice. Very nice. That front gunner is standing up, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm just worried at the fact that Tim put lols.
Yeah. Yeah. Lols. And hang on.
You got another one.
He's got two Gotas. No, he hasn't.
Click on the picture there, Graham.
No, I haven't missed anything.
No, you missed the picture.
I haven't.
Oh, there it is on the side. We can see it now. I love Christmas. Lovely.
Do you?
He also picked up Hans of Brandenburg. I like that a lot. That's
Tim
cool.
posted there.
Yeah, he's talking away while he's meeting. Lovely.
No, David, it won't, mate. Unfortunately.
Got those through Facebook. Very nice kits with a few extras inside. Same with the E3 there. I bought one of them, not two. I don't know why it shows two.
I think this picture's better.
That's a nice looking thing.
Yeah, it's cool looking little plane.
Yeah. Oh, I love Christmas.
And then two more.
And now I got these two Edward kits for, I think, about £14 posted.
I love Christmas, said Pooh. Almost as I love honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Christmas.
Anyway.
Right, Pooh Bear.
Prepare for more of that, I would think. You forgot to thinking about the 25th of December so much. Forgot the rest of it. Telford Hall, nice swap with Tim for the 30-second Japanese 30-second. Okay. And a brass in cockpit. Okay. Rest Russian and other bits on my list. Took them off his Santa's list.
Santa's, bless him.
He's a nice man.
Very nice.
I didn't actually see his haul. I did carry his massive black Santa sack out to the car though.
You were having a sack in the boot.
Well, no, I was actually saving him from looking like a homeless person walking around with a black bin bag. And also, the bag was about to die.
What?
So,
I just posted on ISM.
How much?
Saying that I posted on ISM, a liar.
You didn't do that, did you, Paul?
You posted on ISM for up to 6 hours?
Must be a fake
Well,
account.
3 hours.
Whatever. Alan Foster's just got himself to F15. Very nice. And some paint and some wash.
Cool. Nice, Alan.
Yeah, Ross
Very nice.
did a 148 one. See, that banging on the keyboards are getting heavier.
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's your pounding me even more, Tim.
Ah.
More rum.
I need more rum. That's a good point. I've run out of Coke. I must say, whoever put me onto this Havana Club stuff, this is actually quite nice.
With me, I don't like rum.
I do like rum. I like rum. I think as Tony said about it. Good pick, Tony. This is nice stuff.
And you drink that at Christmas, can you, Tim?
Hey?
Vance.
Do you drink that at Christmas?
Apparently there's a really good Christmas mix with putting loads of sugar and cinnamon.
Hey, carry on, Graham.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Graham.
Christmas interrupting you again.
Bench Van Stone has been buying some more lovely kits that he'll work his very, very fast magic on, no doubt.
No Christmas in there.
Ignore that. My little haul. Very much scaled down Telford this year. Yeah. Yes, like I said, I picked up the Lanchester at the very last minute.
It was cool. Little kit in it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I am half tempted with one, but not enough to buy one.
It's very nice. The spoked wheels and stuff are just crisp as out. There's no flash anywhere at all. The details.
You can buy resin ones, which are better detailed again as well. Quite cool.
But yeah, very nice. And then the BTR was what I swapped for the Sabre with Tim. Lovely looking thing that. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that as well. A few AK Extremes, another bottle of Rocket, and some plastic weld. One of those wire roller things with the different tapered doobly flirks on.
Oudry flips.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like a metal thing with steps down it, so you can wind wire around it or fold PE around it or something like that. That's good.
I thought there.
And some nice drill bits to go with my new Tamiya pin vise. On Paul's recommendation, they've all got the same size shank, which is brilliant because you don't have to mess around swapping the bits around in the pin vise all the time. And they're very, very good. I've used one for the first time yesterday or this morning, I think, and they're very, very stiff, very, very strong feeling things. Yeah, very good. And of course, a Tamiya paint holder from umpretail.com, which is awesome. And then a shed load of magazines, which I swapped with Tim for the Jaguar, which I bought from him about a year ago. So yeah, loads of weathering stuff.
I hope the magazines help you do.
Yeah, they will do. Well, actually, initially, the deal was that I was going to swap the kit for these 4 weathering magazines. And then Tim turned up with all of these as well and said, there you go. They were just sitting on my shelf, so you can have that lot as well, which was very, very kind of him. So plenty of reading for me to do there.
Yeah.
Skippings.
Oh, James, that is.
Oh,
it's a model kit as well.
That's cool.
that looked good on your throwing scale there. It's going to be transit.
Well, no, he's doing the Tiger at the moment, isn't he?
That's nice, though, isn't it?
Now, you see, that's come from BNA. Now, surely, that's out Australia. So surely that Santa would be in like Bermudas and a short sleeve shirt, wouldn't he? It'd be a bit hot at Christmas in Australia in that. So I'm doubting the legitimacy of
That's
that.
the way everyone left you hanging there.
Bit countryist, that is.
Yeah. What?
Countryist. Anyway, right. That is what everybody has been buying.
Excellent.
Well done, everybody.
And next week there'll be a whole new thread of what you want for Christmas.
No, we're doing it now.
Are we doing it now?
Norman,
I didn't write. I'm
ready for your bit, Norman.
Hey?
Ready for your bit?
Yeah, what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to set up a thingy. And what we're actually going to do is you can add the kits for your Christmas. Festive season, whatever you would like. It can be anything. And what we'll do is we might choose a good one and we'll, have a good look down it, have a thingy that. We might get Graham tempted to build it.
There you go.
I think that's a damn good idea, that one.
It's not a bad idea.
But it has to be in a Christmas theme, though.
Does that mean, would that make it then a Christmas present?
Not technically, no.
We don't want that.
Because Graham gets very upset,
Yeah, it's Graham's Christmas cracker.
Graham's Christmas cracker. If you were to open a cracker, what would you like to see fall out?
I don't. Whatever I'm thinking, I want to thought out. I don't want Graham to have. I want to keep it myself.
I know what Graham's wanting to fall after a cracker in everybody's lap right now.
You can see how enthusiastic it really is, can't you?
Yep.
It looks
Brian, so I got my presents. I did, Brian. That was a lovely birthday Christmas present. Thank you. And Hannah says you mean like Christmas minions. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, Anna. Real excellent idea.
That can be put on the list of ideas.
Was that on the forum? Was it, Paul?
What, the minions?
No, what would happened earlier?
Well, I haven't seen it posted.
No, I don't think it's working yet.
All right, it'll come up.
As you see, Graham just looks ecstatic.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to find a motorway bridge.
No. No, just let it ride.
Anyway, Dan,
Hello.
you want to go on with your bit, mate?
Of course.
So we're going to look at all your work shared on Facebook and the forum. And you guys and girls in the chat will pick your favourites. Favourite. Vote for it. We give you 5 minutes and a little bit. And when we're done that, the Grinch will read out the winner.
I know. Don't want me to read it out.
That's what I meant.
Oh.
Sorry. The winner gets the MP goodie bag, and we've still got one of those to give away afterwards as well in our normal competition.
I'm just going to quickly nip and get a drink. Be right back.
All right, mate.
Has mine stopped being tripping out yet?
Yeah, you're good.
Good evening, everybody, and we're going to start on the forum as always. And tonight it's me that's kicking it off.
Class.
With my Joker. He is technically nearly finished.
Very good.
I've just been weathering him up a little bit tonight. But, it's all painted. He just needs a little touch up here and there, and a bit more weathering on his lapels and his bits and bobs. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with the face. Everything else looks garbage, but I'm pleased with the face.
That's class, Dan.
Yeah, looking good, mate.
And it might get an art in next year at Telford because he's small and it fits in my pocket.
Oh, it's cool as hell. That
Sorry. Joking, yes.
Calm down there, Timothy.
I'm saying the same room as you. I think I need to calm down.
It's Tim's mate, Wolfgang the Thistle.
Wolfgang the Thistle.
Wow, dude, that is awesome, isn't it?
This is Wolfgang the Seal, and this is awesome. This is his 132nd Tamiya F16 CJ Block 50. His main paints used were MRP with some alclad and mist colour. Lots of wiring added to the engine and wheel wells using Danny Corman's fantastic F16 book as a guide. So hopefully and accurately reproduced. But that, I've got to say, if anybody, well, whoever's voting, that's right up there.
Pretty damn amazing.
Really nice.
That is really awesome work. That is some belting work. And this is Captain Bigelow next.
oh, boys.
And he's just finished his first bike. It's a Tamiya 112 RC213V. He's used decal cast aftermarket decals.
Cheers,
which is great to work with. The main body colour is Tamiya XF84 Dark Iron, and he was surprised how much work it took to build a bike and how time-consuming all the paint is. Does look good though.
Yes, colours.
That looks wicked colours actually, to be fair. I quite like that. And this is F27 Pax next. And he quite likes this time zone business. It's now 20 past 10 in the PM where he lives, and he's just put the final touches to this Welsh Models 1/144 Fokker F27 500 in the 1980s East-West Airlines scheme, courtesy of Hawkeye. And where you live, you won't start the show for hours yet. I can sit back, knock the top off a coldie and relax with time to spare before posting this. This one is a full resin kit with a few white metal bits thrown in. It's a bit rough in places, but superior to the Eastern Express injection molded F27 500. All the white paint is Tamiya, white primer and pure white. The wings are a version of Fokker grey mixed with Tamiya decanted lacquers, and the green underside, which you really can't see here, is a slight variation on Tamiya X15 green. The metallic bits are all painted using AK Extreme's metal range, which is becoming quite addicted to.
Nice. They're good paints.
Yeah, they are good paints. Oh, no for us, Mr. James Skiffins. And he's starting getting some work done on the 148 Tamiya Spitfire for Tim's Brit 48 build. Is primered in black ultimate and base coated with Mr. Hobby aircraft grey green.
Nice.
Oh, this is some weirdo called Paul, and this is Tamiya 124th Mercedes AMG GT3 Eva Take 2. Second time with this kit and scheme. It's a great kit, and it can see itself building many more of these. Sadly, not as good a build as the purple one. Had a little paint bleed through the decals in places. He's primed it in Tamiya Pink Primer, base paint in a mix of Tamiya TS8 and 36. Hobby design decals are excellent. Cleared in Pro Range 2K clear. Fitted, flattered with 8,000 and 12,000 micro mesh. Polish using Novus compound and waxed with splash sealant wax.
Yep.
I quite like the shine on that though.
Yeah, it's quite well.
And do you know what? I didn't notice the bleed on the decals when I seen it in person.
Yeah, it is there though. And it's got worse as well over the weekend.
Has it?
Yeah.
I think you should set fire to it and then build another one.
Yep. No.
It does look good though, dude, honestly.
Yeah, vibrant colour, that red, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Bifford. This is Matthew. And he's been playing around with his 3D printer some more this week. And here are a couple of models that he's printed and painted. Both models were downloaded from thingiverse.com. They were printed on a PO Poly SLA printer using clear resin. He's used the standard layer height of 100 microns. And he's pleased with the resolution. I ain't got a Scooby-Doo about what 3D printers do, actually.
They print things, Dan.
I know, but it's all that technical term that I'm old school.
I think you just press the button, print, and it does it for you, though.
If it's an hammer, I'm not interested.
Yeah, hammer is a multi-tool. It can create things, and
it can create messes and fix messes too.
Exactly. See.
It says once printed, the models were cleaned with IPA and cured under a UV light, because he's getting technical again. Baby Groot, primed with Ultimate Grey Primer and painted with Vallejo Model Air USA Flat Brown. Then created a wash using Vallejo Model Air Mahogany and plenty of Ultimate Thinners. The eyes were painted with Vallejo Model Air Black, and then Tamiya X22 was brushed on to give a nice lasting shine. The moss effect was done by using Citadel Dry Niblet Green. God, I hate them freaking names from Citadel. And his Yoda, which I'll just flick down to there, primed with Ultimate Grey Primer and painted with Vallejo Model Air Duca Green. The robe was brush painted with below model air, aged white. Details were added by mixing brown with the base colours to add shadows, and then blended with a dry brush. His cane was painted poorly with Vallejo model air mahogany. Didn't want to deal with his eyes, so he's pretending that they're just closed and is in deep thought. If you disagree, please remember that Yoda is strong and the Force can choke you through the internet.
Very nice.
I do like the Groot though.
The Groot's good.
I am Groot. Hang on, here we go.
Groot.
Fun facts from Uncle Dan. Drying and curing are two different things. Something that simply dries can become wet again. Something that is cured undergoes a molecular change and cannot revert back to its previous state. To further illustrate this point, curing of UV resin is best done underwater. Place the item in a Ziploc bag of water and then place the bag under a UV light. The water prevents the oxygen in the air affecting the curing process.
Oh.
There you go.
Still technical if it's not an hammer.
That's what they print in water. I now understand.
I was going to say, yeah, that's possibly why they do that.
I wonder what that was all about. Cool.
That's why I do nuts and bolts, Tim, and not this technical bit. This is Physio next.
So good at it.
And this is second model and first ever armoured vehicle since returning to the hobby. Still on a huge learning curve, especially with weathering. That is why the tank is relatively clean, and it is a Tamiya 135th Chieftain tank. I quite like that. Not too bad. This is Maverick 231 next. It's been quite a good 2 weeks for the modelling. Since the last show, he's managed to finish off the 172nd Condor MiG 25U Fox Bat, and this photo was taken at Telford on the IPMS Cold War SIG.
Nice.
And has been since working on a 172nd Zvezda, but his picture's not come up for some bizarre reason. Probably can't show it. This is Tomcat 64 next. He says, hope you all had a great time at Telford. He's made some more progress on the Resicast Ford T gun carrier for the World War I GB. Following painting with the Vallejo model air and model colour, the bodywork weathering was done with streaks of oils, and the underside has been mudded up using mixed pigments with odorless enamel thinners acting as a binder. The wheels have been painted up and now are ready for dirtying before attaching to the chassis.
Nice.
It does look a doody little thing, that.
Yep.
Oh, Norm's got one out of box.
Oh, it's out the box, lad. Not much out the box, like, but it's out the box.
Yeah. And this is his HK Models 132nd Gloucester Meteor F4.
Has that actually got primer on it?
No.
Oh, gosh. No, I was getting all worried then. Jeez.
No, but it's 90% done because it's got some tape on.
I nearly passed out there.
I didn't I? I sit down again from sitting down.
It says this is a huge letdown of a kit for him, not cheap to buy and lacking in many details. One being that no engines are provided in the kit. Basic detail to say the least. Nonetheless, it's only 132nd Meteor on the market. Yeah, that's the only downside.
Yeah.
Tonight he'll be doing some scratch building detail work in the cockpit to improve things a little, and he still refuses to endorse any ultimate advertising in his pictures.
Yeah. It is a real letdown, this kit, really is.
You know, to save you send all that work on detailing cockpit, Norm.
Yeah.
Just, you know, just paint it black on inside and say it was tinted.
True, mate, true.
This is Mr. Black 73 Cat from somewhere called Chilled Forest. It says, moving back to the Hobby Boss King Tiger after leaving it whilst he works on the van diorama for Telford. Most of the engine deck completed, and he thinks that the PE lets this kit down. Some of the parts are a bit iffy on fit, but he's still enjoying it though.
Nice work, mate.
Looking good, big man.
Yeah.
Hang on, he must have had Tourette's thumb or something because he's posted twice.
Have I? I thought it was one of those things where I thought, oh, that's gone. How's it posted?
So he posted it again. I've done that loads of times. Now this is Mr. French Tin Plastic. He says, so as I did say, we'll be getting back on with the Wing Samson. He did have a scare moment when he couldn't find the bits he needed to finish the kit.
It took a whole evening hunting to find them.
So
I think it was.
it can crack on now. The lower wings have been glued on, same as the wheels, along with the tail parts. The rigging has been started, as in with the control wires. Easyline white thin was used for this, with Albion alloys used to represent the turnbuckles. On the evening after Telford, he also built the 2 etched planes. They measure around 2 inches across, so they are a little fiddly. Will that just practice before you butcher something else, Tim?
I like building them. Yeah, they're quite good fun.
They look. Do you know what they look like? They look like one of the Metal Earth kits.
They are, but they go together a lot better, and the metal isn't so difficult to fold and like caress into a shape.
Caress.
Yeah.
Caressing it into shape. I've never heard it put so dodgily as that, Timothy.
I'm here to please you, Dan.
And that's all there is on the forum, I'm afraid, this week. Just 2 pages. Facebook, however, as we're going to slip straight into, is loaded. And the first one off the bat tonight is Mr. John Stone. Greeting slaves to the plastic. He hopes we all had a great time at the show without him and came back with loads. And if you skint, it serves you right. This is progress on his Tamiya 135th Japanese Type 10. He's primed it in black, painted in black, and he's chosen a different camo scheme for this one. So when you do see it, don't fall off your seat on Model On, slaves.
Nice.
Nice.
That'll be interesting.
Nice.
There's Mr. Radom Effenberger next. And he's boxed his Stuka as he's lost his mojo for planes, as it's the 6th plane in the row that he started. And he started this little 7-second scale gem that is still air related as he wandered into a model shop. This was the first thing that he saw, and it was freshly stocked Zvezda's Mi-35E Hind attack helicopter. It was skeptical on the fit and etc. at first, but only problem he can see is getting rid of the almost classic fuselage half seams. Oh, and the rotor is just 26 parts. No. Now, is my old brain failing me, or did not a lot of Hinds get started and then boxed back up again, Timothy?
A lot of the big ones did, yeah.
The 35th scale ones, my love.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, that's fell on deaf ears, hasn't it, Timbo?
Even I wear Reeboks one of them.
Move along.
Yeah, move along, nothing to see or speak about. Mr. Alex Hillman next. He says lots of practice trying to get the bare metal finish. Nowhere near perfect, but the result is okay and better than his last try. It is a Tamiya 132nd Spitfire Mark. It's a Spitfire. A combination of Alclad Gloss Black Primer, UMP Black Primer, and Tamiya Gloss Black for the undercoats. About 40 parts, also painted but out of shot. Mostly Alclad airframe aluminium and Alclad Aqua Gloss to seal everything in.
Mm-hmm.
Melting. This is Mr. David Powell next, and this is the Fenworth W900 by Revell. I've got one of them. Part glue / snap fit. Yeah, mine's all glue. The first full airbrush experience. Oh, the joy that it had. Prime with UMP white. Main body airbrush with Vallejo Ferrari red. Hang on. Airbrush with Vallejo Ferrari red and black. Finished off with Tamiya XF/X range of paint, both inside and out.
Very well done, David.
Nice one, mate.
That chrome's blinging.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, Mr. Alex Neubauer next. He's got a cheetah. He's working on a Tamiya 135th Gepard in the colours of the last decommissioned So he for the cheetah look. Hang on, my brain didn't compute that then. He's still got his weathering to do, and he hopes he can make it during the show. As usual, he's used Tamiya paint and Halford's primer. And for a 1977 kit, it's actually very good.
We've got a hell of an echo there, guys.
Holy bar. Is anybody else?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Echo! Just saying.
I'll refresh.
Somebody else. Yeah. Sound issue. There you go. Hey.
It's not me for a change. Yay. This is Mr. Luke Carswell. And he says, so this week he's managed to finish the Italieri 148 scale Spitfire beer truck. This is Spitfire. This was built for Tim Edworth's Brit 48 group build. Kit was primed in UMP black primer and then sprayed with Tamiya XF81, 82 and 83. Weathered with UMP dark dirt wash, various Winsor & Newton artists oils, and then various MIG pigments. The pilot is from the Airfix 148 RF ground crew set, painted in various model colour and Citadel paint. The base is the bottom of a Ferrero Rocher box, sprayed in UMP black primer and then filled with foam board and a grass mat placed on top. All finished in Tester's dull coat and sprayed through the UMP Apex. Happy Friday and happy modelling.
That's one, Luke.
I like it. I like this one actually as well. This is Mr. Richard Lamb next. And he's been working on his Yak 38 by Hobby Boss in 148. And he's primed it in UMP black and painted with Vallejo and Tamiya acrylics. He's just letting the decal set for a day or two, then a clear coat and lots of weathering to do before he does the final assembly. Have a good one, guys.
That camo's sweet.
Looks good, doesn't it, that?
Yep, I like that a lot.
Where they go take off aircraft?
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
To take off vertically, it seems higher.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you not see things on top there, look, Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Or exhausts? I don't know. Would they? No, they'd be exhaust. They'd be intake, wouldn't it?
Intake, yeah.
Mr. David Sargent next. This is his Tamiya 132nd F-15E Strike Eagle. It says, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what a week for modelling that was. This is the second set of decals for the rear wings, as the first set was destroyed by a matte coat being too thin and wet. FYI, 132nd decals are very rare for the F-15E and C, especially data markings. They're even rarer now, as he purchased every set on eBay and 2 bobs. Okay, final parts to fit and matte coat to apply on the rear wings and done. Cool.
That is gorgeous. I went round to pick some stuff up from David the other week for Models for Heroes.
I want to say you've seen it in person, haven't you?
He kindly donated some stuff, yeah, and I got to have a look at that. It's beautiful. He's done such a good job of that. He's actually used some dry transfers on the wings as well, which look really nice. Yeah, lovely job, lovely work.
It looks belting. This is Mr. John Nash. So this week he's actually finished something. He knows amazing, right? This is the Edward Profi Pack I-16 Type 24. He's primed it with Badger Steinel Rares, finished with Mr. Colour and Tamiya, weathered with AK panel liner. He's been trying to stop repeating old mistakes and aim for continuous improvement, Toyota style. So here are some of my lessons learned from this build. Carefully consider the value of photo etch. Almost none of the photo etch in the cockpit was visible, and it took hours.
Yep.
Refrain from adding any small parts to the plane until the last moment. Come up with a better way of gluing canopies neatly that doesn't damage the paint. Pay closer attention. Miss the leather rest at the front of the cockpit. Super glue on the undercarriage should not need to be structural. It's been a fun little build. His weathering needs work, and he didn't get everything he wanted done due to issues with the undercarriage. Did you not build something similar to that, Jay?
Yes, it was the 32nd scale ICM one. Matthew, I've just seen your message and I've responded. I will bring it up when Dan's finished.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now this I could have killed him the other day when he wrote this because it's like an essay, but I'm going to let it slide because he is family. But this is Mr. Andrew Almond. I'll use his
Father-in-law.
Oh,
father-in-law,
what
yeah.
has he written? Gee.
And he says, so 2 birds, 1 stone, as they say. He's finished the Airfix Panther off by securing the figure sat on top. Airfix Panther, 176 scale, totally wrong from the off. Just Google it. He's added missing details and extras where he could from the spares or scratch built. He didn't manage to rectify the low sitting on the tracks as that meant a total remake of the sides, etc., to get the right clearance. It's possible though for anybody daring to accurately portray the Panther. He's primed it in mid-grade, model air, that one, and that one for the tri-camo, dusted, chipped and weathered, using various powders, washers and oil paints. Rubber tracks broke, so CA glued in place to get a sag, and lost the joint in the mud on the base. Figure came from the now discontinued MMS Models white metal figure set. He had me walking around Telford looking for them, and they don't do it. He's retired. And of course, he's added a teeny milliput bucket hanging off the exhaust stack, as was often seen, mounted on a 10 for a pound offcut base from the guy at Cosford/Telford show. Kit number 2 is the Airfix Teeny Vickers Mark light tank, again in 176, but the size comparison is crazy. 1 early war tank aside, a mid to late war tank, still at the detailing stage. He's opened up the driver's hatch, which is mental, and built a very tiny interior so he can display it with the hatch open. He's added rear springs, desert sand skirts, vision box, smoke discharger cables, new fender mounts, antenna mount, and scratch built a rack with fuel cans in. He's drilled out all the lights and barrels and made the lifting hook and eyes. Tow rope added, and of course, unseen here, but our built new hadges split in the open position. And he hopes he haven't bored anybody with a detailed list. More soon, and thanks for looking. I will just say, hold your thumb out, and both of them tanks will probably sit on your thumb.
Yeah.
They are, as he likes to call it, braille scale.
Yeah.
And to say his eyes are failing, he's still building small. I nearly swore then. But he's mental. He is honestly but he's a purist. He is a purist.
The detail on that, it's such a small scale. The detail's phenomenal.
Oh yes,
it's really, really cool.
I don't know how he does it. See, I'd have just set fire to that without even getting out of the box. Yeah. Well, I'm the heathen of the family. This is Mr. Taylor Brown next. He says, hello, fellow builders. Too Tall here from Too Tall's Model Car Garage on YouTube. It's been a minute since his last post on this thread. Yesterday, Wednesday, he's finished the Roadkill Watson 5.0. The kit he used is the AMT 280ZX Datsun. He's also used the Revell 90 Mustang LX drag for the motor cage, etc. For the base, he's used a cheap brand. For the base, he's used a cheap brand under Rust-Oleum, satin black with some Tamiya weathering powder, and his own rust colour made out of Testor's paint. Of course, he used Rust-Oleum matte clear for the dull rusty look. The wheels are BBS wheels from Clearly Scale out of Canada. And that's the car that is trying to portray, and I think is more or less nailed it.
I've driven one of those.
Have you?
280Z, yeah.
Yeah, when he nicked it.
Although technically I didn't have a driving license when I drove it, but I didn't steal it.
Yeah, that's what he told police. This is Mr. Ian Duty next. He says, hello, fellow glue sniffers. He's oddly been very busy on projects this week, and this is his 1/8 resin and metal Frankenstein's Monster from Industria Mechanica. Has been adding rust and metallics, and is a very slow painter.
That is lovely.
That is awesome.
Looks like the mountain from Game of Thrones.
That's well cool, there, isn't it?
Yeah, I will just say this: he is building a Boba Fett full-size helmet on ISM Facebook as well.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And that's looking awesome too.
That's a beautiful figure, that, though. I love it.
Now, I need to read Mr. Shapland's comment and then show his picture, because apparently his fingers got Tourette's and it didn't post it at the same time. So this is Mr. Paul Shapland, and he says he's nearly there with the Tamiya Jaguar build. UMP Primer used with top coats of Tamiya. The tools and gear was by Fujimi, and the mechanics by Tamiya. And I quite like. Do you know what I like about that at the minute? I like the camp fella in the blue overalls on the bench.
That's him supervising at work.
No, Tim's the one on his knees.
It was that builder Paul's that finally made me think I ain't going to build that Jag to any degree. I need to hand it back.
Tim, did you not get a garage set? Cool.
Yeah, got some garage bits.
Yeah. So are you planning on something similar?
You got any cars at the time, but you got a garage set for Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, then.
Yes and no.
Something similar, just not on that scale.
Something similar, just not that clean.
Yeah. And I really, really like this one. This one's really nice.
Oh.
This is Mr. Andrew Thomas, and he's finally happy to call this done for now. He may dabble in weather in it. It's the Belkits 2016 VW Polo WRC car, primed with MIG one-shot white, painted with a mix of Humboldts,
Dry between coats,
Tamiya paints, and cleared with the Pro Range 2K. Thanks for the sample, Paul. It's ace stuff. It was his first build back after a 15-year break, and he's only 31. Wow. Was happy to put the fabric belts in it. They look great. They look grand. Sorry, I apologise. But the 2K, which may not be shown off that well in the pictures, has come out grand. The Quattro and Delta S4 are on order and will be the next port of call for him. Thank you all.
That's lovely. Lovely photos as well. Really like what you've done there.
Yes.
Very nice.
I do like that. You can actually see the shine on that wing right there.
Yep.
It's cracking work.
It's a tricky one to paint and decal that. I think I built that one. Yeah, I did somewhere. It's a tricky one to do. You did a good job, Andrew did.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job on that one.
Really nice.
I really like that one. Oh, it's Disco Stu! Stuart Avery. He says he's added a bit more flora foliage to the vignette for his Dragon Whitman Kursk Tiger. It just looked a little flat and needed something to lift it and give more of a realistic feel of the period of the Battle of the Kursk. During the summer months of July/August 43, the grass tufts and the floral foliage are supplied by a company called Green Line, which you find on eBay. Happy modeling, everyone, and have a great weekend.
Nice base.
I like that base, actually. It looks, yeah. And I like this one as well. This is, I apologise if I butcher your name. I'll do that. This is Rotaru Andre Catalin. That's a tongue twister. It says, hi, fellow modelers. I would like to share with you his first build, which is still a work in progress. This is a 135th Revell Dingo A2 GE Patsy. It's out of the box build. The small antennas were made from some heated sprue and painted with Revell Aquacolor. The stage presented in the photo below is the first oil wash. More weather in to come soon.
First model.
I think he's in chat. I think he's called Badbone 23. And if that's his model, it was actually brush painted. It wasn't airbrushed.
Yes. I like that.
Sweet.
I said to you last night, didn't I, Norm, that looks really good.
Yeah, really, really good.
Wow.
This is Mr. Brian Windmill next. And he started the boring process of sanding just a small selection of Trumpeter's 1/16 scale Panther tank. Yeah, he's going to be sanding for a while, I think. That's a huge beastie. Oh, I like this one as well.
Hey.
Mr. Ian Douthwaite next. He's finally got this one finished. It's a 1/24th Italieri Scania 143. modified to a 112M KFS aftermarket hub suspension and PE tread plate. The bathtub trailer scratch built from evergreen plastic and stripped using KFS suspension and wheels. Sprayed with Mercedes Arctic White and AWJ Forest Green, and custom decals by Roger Johnson of Dodge Decals.
Sweet as a nut.
Yeah,
All of them were about them.
I like the tarp on the top as well. He's nailed that.
Yeah,
Very nice.
that's really cool. I love those old skates. They're lovely.
Mr. Neil Fraser next. He says, hi all, after a few days of painting, he's calling this 1/10 bust finished. All in all, he's pretty happy with it. Unfortunately, his poor photography doesn't really do it justice. He's used UMP white primer, Vallejo and life color acrylics, and some AK Extreme and True Metals. He airbrushed the jacket base color first, then applied a series of almost wash-like coats here and there with a hairy stick to highlight and required. And he's pretty much used that same process for everything else, then clear coated and lightly shaded until finished. And he hopes we all like it, and he hopes you all enjoy the weekend.
That is lovely, mate. The textures, I was looking at this the other day, the textures he's got on all of the fabrics are just amazing.
I like the glass in his goggles also, because that's really hard to pull off.
Yeah, but it's all the textures are all different as well. So like the canvas webbing, looks like canvas webbing, and then the leather looks like. Do you know what I mean? Although he says he's used like similar techniques, he's nailed the textures really well across it.
Definitely.
Really nice, man.
I like his woolly jumper as well. I like the neck on the woolly jumper. Looks excellent.
Yeah. Cracking.
Belting.
Pull over.
Mr. James Skiffins again.
Good, but thanks for asking. Well, pumpkin pie haircutted freak.
Oh dear. Mr. James Skiffins, he says, well done, been playing with this Tamiya BMW motorcycle for an upcoming project. Painted in various model colour paint on top, of course, UMP black primer.
Oh,
lovely looking thing, that.
Nice.
He'll be putting it on a dial that he's going to enter into a competition and he's going to win gold, yada, yada, yada. This is Mr. Grant Ash next.
The winning's going to change him, you know that.
He's not going to be able to get through doors, is he?
It'll be unbearable. Next time I'll be doing Models for Heroes, it'll be unbearable. He'll be flashing his trophy and his little medal.
Take a garden cane with Tim. Every time he mentions it, whip him at back at legs.
Yeah, you ended each other yesterday and you says, you may bow, boys.
Can I just whip him anyway?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
This is Mr. Grant Ash next, and this is his Italieri 124th Iveco Highway, a Bath built for the ISM truck build. Mine's not even got any paint on or even assembled yet. It's been primed in UMP white and black primers and then painted in Tamiya XF1 and X2. It has been clear coated using Tamiya X22, and have a great show, guys.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Oh, I'm going to butcher this name and all. I can predict it. This is Jan Olczyk.
Really?
Who?
Really, it's Olczyk.
This is Jan, and this week he's tried Tamiya Weathering Masters D set for the first time on his Revell Shelby Mustang GT350 Hertz kit.
Cool.
And it was great fun. Sorry for all the mold lines that's left, but he did the engine about a year ago when he had no UMP sanders. All parts brush painted with Vallejo model colour.
I won't hold that against you.
I have built that kit and destroyed that kit all in the same month. Oh, Mr. Paul Bertland. And this is his BMAX 124th Audi S1. It's all been de-seamed, primed in UMP white primer, and then base painted in zero white, ready for the decals tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
That looked belting, I've got to say. And he's done it twice. Cause
Yeah, I don't know why. Just did it.
Is that pleased with it? But I prefer the second picture to the first picture, I think. It seems,
Yeah, the first one's been edited.
I would say the first one
I
looks
did delete
dark.
the first one. Don't know what happened. Yeah, picture's like.
Is that pleased with it? He's posted it twice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Mr. Dan Cook. And he's been mostly doing stencils on the 72nd Trump PSU 30 MKK. He's moving onto its undercarriage before an aquagloss coat and light weathering.
Nice.
Really nice, that.
You can go down.
He's doing well on that. Oh, same as this, Mr. Adam Challenger.
Oh, yes.
This is his Airfix 148 BA Hawk. He's been pretty much working all week after Telford, so he's got a couple hours in the hangout to get some decals on. Pardon me. Your MP Black Primers, he black based this. Not sure he should have used this over pre-shading on this particular model. Mr. Bullet Aqueous paints and Model Alliance decals, and he's hoping to get it finished this week and get back to the Porsche.
Nice.
I do quite like that paint that he's got going on there. It looks good. Various tones. Mr. David Shaw next. I like this one as well. This week he's been working on a custom Mark II Escort. He's kit bashed a Revell issued Escort rally car kit from Revell of Germany and cut up a Chris Hale C1 models carbon sign trans kit to make a custom wide body Escort. He's also added the front air dam and rear diffuser, lowered the stance, and is making the Ford DB4 cylinder motor turbocharger with resin items and a lot of information help from our great friend Punch. His information on these Mark II Escorts is vast and so useful. Mini.
Nice.
So nice.
Do you know what? That needs painting in either lime green or a really bright orange. As mad as it sounds, it needs to stay away from all the, you know, like the baby poo brown that most of Mark IIs are painted
Olympic
in.
blue.
If you were painting it blue, it'd got to be like Gulf blue. You know what they painted the Le Mans car in?
Yeah.
That's a good blue.
The Mark II doesn't look as well as the Mark I in lime green, but it does look good in orange.
Yes. I want to say there's a chap just up the road from here who's got a Mark I and a Mark II, and he's got one orange and one green, and they both look stunning.
Yeah. the shape of the Mark I really fits well with green. For some reason, I don't know why, but yeah, it does.
And the last one of the evening, so get your voting fingers ready, peoples, is Mr. Dan Edmonds. This is his 124th BMW M3 Labatt's. He's been cracking on with his entry for Paul's non-box art group build. And as you can see, the body is nearly finished. He's using that Rally M3 as it has the correct bumper, spoilers, exhaust and body shell, but he's robbed the suspension struts and wing mirrors from the B-Max DTM M3. The wheels are 17-inch speed lines from Renaissance, which you had to fill the nut holes, and convert the male fitment with 2mm styrene rod, then primed in UMP gloss black and painted with decanted Tamiya TS21. He's also added scale production center nuts to get them to look as close to the real wheels as he could. He scratch built the headlight covers from old clear plastic packaging and added a red ribbon tow hook. He's primed it in UMP white, zero paints, Labatt's blue, and Tamiya TS26 for the base coat, Studio 27 decals, and Pro Range 2K. Have a great show and a wonderful weekend all.
Looking good, Dan.
Looking good, mate. Good luck to everybody.
Right. Now, you got 5 minutes. In the post. You got 5 minutes. Pick your favourite build of the evening. Pick one only, please. There's a timer on Norman's screen. Tim will tally up all the votes, and the one with the highest votes wins a UMP goodie bag. It's as simple as that. As we're doing it, Dan will scroll back and have a very quick recap.
I shall.
So when you're ready, Graham, Norman.
Right. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Start your vote.
Yeah, we'll not bother with that Joker thing. Wolfgang the Seal. This is his F16 CJ Block 50. If I were voting, that'd be me. In fact, I'm gonna vote in a second if I get time. Captain Bigelow with his Tamiya 112 RC 213V. F27 packs with his Fokker F27 500. Nova Russ, Mr. James Skiffin with his Spitfire and his pilot. Paul with his AMG GT3 Eva. Bifford with his Baby Groot and Yoda. I like that. I like that a lot. Physio with his Chieftain. This is Maverick 231 with his Fox Bat. Forum's dead easy to just work through because it's on 2 pages. Tomcat 64 with his 4T gun carrier. I quite like that one as well. Normandy with the Gloucester Meteor F4. G with his Hobby Boss King Tiger twice. Tim Plastic with his Samson and his 2 little photo etch jobbies. Quickly run over to Faceache. Mr. John Stone with his Japanese Type 10 in 135th. Mr. Radim Effenberger with his 72nd scale Hind. Mr. Alex Hillman with his Spitfire Mark Spitfire. Mr. David Powell for this Kenworth W900. Mr. Alex Neubauer with his Gepard. Mr. Luke Carswell with his Spitfire beer truck. Mr. Richard with his Yak 38. Mr. David Sargent with his F-15E Strike Eagle. Mr. John Nash with his I-16 Type 24. It's the father-in-law with a small tank of a Panther and a something or other. I can't remember what were it. One was a Panther and one was a something or other. A Vickers light tank. That's the one. Mr. Taylor Brown with his Roadkill Rotson. Mr. Ian Doody with his Frankenstein's Monster. That's a really good one as well. Mr. Paul Chaplin with his Jag and Garage Dio, would you call it? That's what it's called. Mr. Andrew Thomas with his VW Polo WRC car. That's a good one. Mr. Disco Stu with his base for his Kursk Tiger. Yawn. Rotary Andre Catalin with his Dingo. I like that one as well. Mr. Brian Windmill with his bits for his Trumpy 116th Panther tank. Mr. Ian Douthwaite with his 124th scale Italia Scania converted with £1 million worth of resin. Mr. Neil Fraser with his 1/10 bust of a RF Pilot. Mr. James Skiffins with his BMW motorcycle. Mr. Grant Ash with his 124th Iveco Highway of Bath. Mr. Jan Olk6 butchered with his weathered Shelby Mustang chassis. Paul with his 124th Audi S1.
Nice.
I still prefer the second picture. Mr. Dan Cook with his Trumpy SU30 MKK. Mr. Adam Challenger with his Hawk. Mr. David Shawn with his Mark II Escort and his Bashing. That sounds wrong. And Mr. Dan Edmonds with his Labatt's M3.
Excellent. Well done, Dan. Can I just say as well, Adam, you didn't have to update your post. I deleted your picture, mate. It's 1 picture per post, mate, not 2 builds. Otherwise, everybody would be at it and would be here all night.
Oh, my word.
It's in the rules, and I did delete it, and I did comment on the next page, 1 picture only.
You did, yes.
Otherwise, you'd have an abundance of pictures. You want to share multiple, put one on the forum, one on Facebook, or do a collage on the forum. At the times, we're looking at millions of different pictures, unfortunately. Yes. So.
Can you put me a vote for the Dingo, please, Tim? 3, 2, 1.
Stop voting.
Wolfgang the Weasel.
Yeah, that's all I had time to type, and then Norm started talking.
And just quickly, you've got John's written Andrews VW, Andrews WRC. Are they meaning the polo there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I've written down Paul's polo. I mean Andrew.
No, yes, meaning yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Unlucky Brian, unlucky Dan. 5 minutes and you miss it. Yeah.
Cool.
Hello, Starring Junkie. Hope you're keeping well. Hello, John Newton. Right, over to you, Tim.
Cool. Okay. I had to confirm those votes. Literally, it was neck and neck between Mr. Seal, his F16, and Paul's polo. They were literally
Andrew's polo.
Andrew's polo. So why someone's written Paul's polo and I've written down Paul's polo? That's what really confused me earlier. Yes, it's Andrew's polo. Don't worry. It was yeah. It's been a long weekend. The Seal. Okay, sorry, I had to get this up. So where we've got. Okay, so we got Ian Doodie's Frankenstein in at number 4. Well done, Ian.
That's that lovely.
We've got the Revel Dingoes by Rotura. On at 3rd, we got in at 2nd Wolfgang the Thistle F16 with 10 votes, and then Andrew's Polo with 12 votes is in at number 1.
Well done.
Crazy.
Okay, Sam. Well done to everyone who voted. Well, everyone took part. And congratulations to the winners.
Thank you.
I will get you a goodie bag out in the post when I get your address. So if you message me, I will sort that out and we'll get it out in the post for you. And there we go.
Yeah, that's it. I've got to say that's a belting polo. That really is.
Yeah.
That were a well-worthy winner.
Well done. Well done, everybody else as well. Congrats. That's us done, isn't it? We've done everything.
Yep.
Happy days.
I'd like to send a message to Jamie.
Yeah, I think I'm going to probably partake in this message as well.
Oh, I'm going to want to.
Yeah. It's a really tickly, annoying cough.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, and have you had it in the morning yet? It's really.
No, this is literally within the last hour.
You feel it in the morning when you wake up. It's going to hound you for about 4 hours while you hack it all out.
You know what? It's really weird. Was Monday I started feeling it. I was like, "Oh, this isn't great." Tuesday it proper hit me. Wednesday, I was thinking, actually, all right. And then yesterday it went, "No, you're not." It really hit me again. And I say I've not been too bad. This cough. Oh, I know why Jane was sitting there coughing over dinner.
Get worse. Oh man, I was just getting over that last one.
Yeah.
Jamie just said you're all very welcome.
Yeah, Jamie, can you see that? And tenner's worth.
I'm just going to screen share for a second because I know you're all waiting for me to do so.
Oh.
So,
are we?
I got a message in the chat further up when I mentioned about me double posting from Matthew, who does quite a lot of work on our forum, and suggested it could be an error on my account or something, and I needed to check it. I knew it wasn't an error on account; it was my sausage fingers that posted twice. But then he tagged me and insisted that I checked my account, so I signed into the ISM forum, and look what I was greeted with.
That's
it should make noise as well.
No, there's no noise.
I'm definitely making noise today when I was testing it for him.
No, there's no noise. Unless the Hangout's overriding it, but there's no sound coming out.
How much you thought of, G? How we'll think of you there?
Nothing happens when I click on them. The spiders used to die.
Anyway, because he's on the phone.
Again?
What?
What did you say?
You'll barely see it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Graham is not impressed.
Oh.
Got some notifications there. It shows you don't go on it enough anyway.
Yes, that's right, Timothy.
Oh, so yeah.
Well, you've never been on the phone for a long time, have you?
I haven't, mate, no.
Slacker.
At least you're not a moderator, I think.
I was going to say, it's even worse considering I'm actually technically a moderator. I cannot get on with it, man. Facebook is king.
Well, it's looking that way at the minute.
Back in a minute.
I've got a new logo, though, look. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I've got a new video intro up on my YouTube channel. I will be doing some YouTube videos starting this week. I've got some ideas in my mind.
I think I've got more chance of building the model.
No, it definitely happened.
Oh, no, that's like a dagger to his heart.
It's quite vicious, actually, isn't it?
That were vicious, weren't it, Jay?
Yeah, it was harsh. It really was. Matthew's trying to bribe me to remove the the Santa Claus.
Right, Brian's sticking it for you.
Yeah.
You tell him, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, mate. I like you. Oh,
Yeah,
I just saw Dave up in the chat as well, saying he's not been very well, but he's got out of bed to watch us.
Yeah, you know your camera's off, G.
Yeah.
Speedy recover, David.
There you
Probably
go.
close off Jamie as well.
I was in the car for an hour odd with Jamie on Sunday, and I never caught anything.
Oh, right.
Use protection.
Oh,
I think I'm maybe just of a stronger constitution.
I must mute.
Anyway.
Well,
Nothing?
do a giveaway.
Should we?
Oh, we're doing.
Oh, I don't know if I can say all this.
Hang on.
Right, so we're going to give away a UMP goodie bag. All you're going to do is wait to see Graham say post start numbers now, and the numbers got a 5-minute timer. They're ready to go. All you got to do, like I say, we see Graham post, is pick one number from 1 to 1,000. After 5 minutes, we close it. We do a live random number generator, and the closest person to it wins the UMP goodie bag free of charge. It's as simple as that. You ready, G? You ready, Norm?
Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Number start.
Hard numbers now. Number one number only, people. One number only.
Races.
Uno numero.
You okay, Sam?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Knackered?
No, I'm not hard. No. Just resting me out ahead here.
Hang on. Give him 5 minutes. He's not tired, but give him 5 minutes.
Well, I had about a 5-10 minutes sleep when you were doing your section, Dan, but just didn't hear me snoring. Seriously, I jumped and woke myself.
Done that.
I so wish I had my screen on to see that, Sam.
It was about 3 inches from the bench.
Well, in the immortal words of Mr. Leela Holt, I've got to go and grab a leg. Whatever that means, I have no clue still. I've still got no clue what that means.
I mean, either.
I know what it meant, but I've no clue what he meant.
No. That's me too. Oh. Oh.
You left your mic on, Dan.
Hey?
He's left his mic on.
Was he?
Shall we all listen in?
You don't want to hear it.
If he's doing what I think he's doing, I really don't want to be hearing that.
What if he's doing something else that you don't want to hear?
Ladouche.
Yes. Curse splosh.
Splat.
Ooh, I think I've got a flock of stars.
Oh, right, Sam, I'm trying to get one out then.
That was my chair.
No, the eyebrow wasn't raised.
Have you checked chat out yet, G?
No, I haven't.
Oh, echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go and just have a peruse through chat, G?
Sam, you're on, dude.
This who? What?
Sam.
Wow, that's loud.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Mary.
Oh dear.
What was that?
So, if you're not checked out UMP Retail, go and have a look. All our stuff's on there. All our sanders, thinners, cleaners, primers, washes, loads of kits with a bit of a Tamio restock as well. There's some new kits on there as well. 3D printed tape holders, microset and sole holders, paint tray holders, all sorts, and the brand new Tarangus 172 big one. Literally, we just had a restock of Tamio. There's loads of new stuff in, loads of new kits. So go on over there and have a look and spend some money.
I was thinking about doing one of them, but I can't even do it for the build.
Huh?
I was thinking about one of them big ones, but I can't do it for the build.
Nope. Nothing about right.
Claire's saying that she sees Tim has a mask on. Do you guys wear a mask when sanding?
No. This is resin.
I am doing. I'm doing a little resin refueling rig, so I've got that on.
You got gloves on?
Nah. Yeah, I've got a mask on.
Yeah.
I've only got a mask on literally because I'm right next. The amount of resin I've sanded at work, I have not been wearing a mask, so bad. Really, it's bad.
That's bad, Tim.
We've added some aircraft dive and we'll add some armour at a later date. Yeah, there's aircraft on there now. Have a look.
Oh, yeah.
Start to the range as we go. You got 30 seconds. And to Dan, have you got your winning model from E-Models?
I did get my model from E-Models. It is behind me. It is that one right there. I've got to say, it does look a belting little kit, to be fair.
Excellent.
It's got loads of PE in, and weirdly though, the body.
3, 2, 1. Sorry, Dan.
No, the body comes in a box, weirdly.
Oh, cool.
Number stop.
That's Sharon?
It certainly is.
Yeah?
Jawohl, stimmt.
Right, so we're going to do 1 to 1,000. As always, the first number drawn is the winning number. 2 people have the same number. First person to pick it automatically wins. And please don't shout out anything who's won. We have had the wrong name shouted out. Once they've all been checked and double-checked, Graham, you happy to shout out the number? The winner?
Yeah.
Okay, dokie. So the winner number 4, the UMP goodie bag is 952.
952.
Strowman, when you say did they, who do you mean they? There we go. 952. There we go. So these guys have a look. Don't forget, we also got off-air hangouts as well, which is basically this, but not live. A bit less formal. And a bit more sweary. So come over and check those out. I'm on the Hangout group. The thing is, Strowman, you see, E-Models might do a giveaway, and so do we from E-Models. So I don't know who you mean. I'm assuming you mean E-Models. Also got the Live the Bench page as well for the live show. All the links go in there. ISM Facebook page and forum. UMP Retail, obviously. And my Paul ISM Facebook page as well. My modern work is shared. And Santa is gone elsewhere. G should be off your forum account.
Oh, thank you, Matthew.
If you don't mind, I have to go check because I'm on there all the time. I'll be nice to
very nice man.
Oh, he's not on my one yet. Find Santa now.
Yeah, I concur with that.
Yep.
Who says you've got one?
He said he's gone elsewhere. So somebody's got it.
Yep.
No, I shouldn't, Steve. We all agreed then, yeah?
Yep.
Right. So for the UMP goodie bag, squeak, sorry. From the my throat still hasn't recovered from last weekend. For the
That's why I was in the car with Jamie.
goodie bag.
You set Tim off chuckling.
You.
Okay. For the UMP goodie bag, kindly donated by Paul and Lee at umpretail.com. The number drawn was 952, and the closest we had to that was 937. That was David Sean, Mr. Mini Dreams. Well done, mate.
Well done, David. Congrats. Well done, mate. Get your name and address to me. I'll pop it on the post. Well done. I'm sure did he win one a few weeks back?
Yeah,
He
he
did,
did.
Yeah, didn't he? Yeah. No, lucky guy. Lucky guy.
Very lucky.
Yeah, get your name and address to me, buddy, and I'll pop it in the post for you.
Oh, see that from Dan?
Huh?
See that from Dan Edmonds?
Yeah.
To you?
Oh, they're already ready. They're all done. They're all done for Telford, mate.
Yeah.
And there's not many left. I think there's literally about 5 left till our next order comes in, which will be a while yet. Are you sure, David? I'm sure you did that last time too, buddy. Well done, mate. Thank you very much.
Well done, David.
I think the last one's just gone, so we'll send another one off. Well done, mate. Thank you. Much appreciated.
A very nice gesture.
Yep.
Are you open to pay, Steve? That's very nice of him. Steve wants to send you a Retro Kit the King of Christmas to do a review and build.
No, you're okay, thanks.
That's very kind of you, Steve, to donate that.
Isn't there a free window?
Yeah. I'm having to pay for it there, G.
I think the old term "don't look a gift horse in the mouth" rings a bell there, really.
There's a question from David there. Look, so he's saying he was called a hack due to a video he posted where he was cutting up items to fit the look he wants on. You've seen where he does to his cars, all chopping them around. And he made a comment saying that shortcut what you can hide to get what you want. So basically, what the eye don't see.
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about. And because he chops up loads of bits and covers them up, I don't see a problem with that.
No, I do that all the time.
He's been called out for hacking because he's not detailed underneath. What do we feel? Do we feel it's hacking?
Don't listen to them.
Nah.
Your model, do the hell you want.
Yeah.
Exactly that. It's your model, David.
Don't listen to them.
Just send them them.
Yeah.
I've said before, half these people that moan don't even build.
No.
They're sitting there moaning because, I couldn't do that. Or the fact is they'll sit there. It's very nice to have one of those models that you strip it away and you've got all this detail underneath. But you don't need to.
No.
If you just want to have, like I noticed there's the car kits which are curbside and there's those car kits which are just full of detail. And the difference of them is it should take 10 times longer to build all the detail. And when you're actually sitting on a display, they look no different. There's no difference to the outside.
I'll tell you now, all those cars I took to Telford,
yep.
I'd only have to spray the brake disc and the exhaust, and you'd never know if anything was painted.
No.
Can't see.
That's it. Yeah.
And I'll be honest, with most of the car kits, you could just paint the interior black, and no one would ever know.
I do that anyway.
You can't see in there.
You can't. No.
Unless you get a torch up close, you can't see it.
I can't understand how somebody can look at like the finished product that D knocks out and say what they look like when he's done the amount of work that they put in, and they're going to critique him because he's got a parting line or a bit of rough sanding behind a wheel arch cover. It just doesn't make any sense to me, that.
Keyboard warriors, G.
Daft, man.
What the crap?
Daft, man.
I'm surprised I didn't get more grief on my Subaru bill. I didn't get a lot, though. Apart from one guy who was just a pain. And I was having a rant because his UMP box got damaged in the post.
Oh.
I was blaming UMP. I was like, well, I can't help it if your postman decides to give the parcel a kick.
Yeah.
Not down to me. Yeah, proper rant. It's just been a pain, so he's blocked from the channel now.
Bonkers.
Yeah, and I will be doing another build. I did say this the other day. It won't be as in depth because we've already done all the work. So I don't know if I have to decal every time or prime or 2K. But anything could change, I'll do. I'll announce my build probably next week. I'm going to buy a brand new camera, better quality camera, and start the build then. So probably get the build down to maybe 3-4 parts. It should be pretty good. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just waiting on some bits. Well, I've got 2 choices of what I'm going to do. Just see. But yeah, YouTube's full of haters and arseholes, sadly. It is.
Oh, yes.
People are just intent on destroying the hobby and criticising others to try and make videos or do good. And like you say, 9 times out of 10, somebody gives you a shitty response on YouTube. They've got no content themselves at all. None.
Zero.
It's either a fake account or they're just slovenly slobs who do nothing.
Tell them thank you for the comment and
jog on.
Yeah.
I got one today on that 16 scale Panzer IV reviewed about 3 years ago.
Wow.
It's literally, another boring German tank review. Well, it's 3 years old. Where have you been?
Head in sand.
I think John Sharp's just answered it correctly there.
What do you say?
He says, ignore him, Dave. You have Mrs. Minnie to shout at you.
Is that the chat?
Yes. And Claire, I have checked my Star Destroyer and it's all golden. Although I will admit the box is way too big for the actual kit. I don't know why they've done that. I think they're just wasting the planet.
I can't see your comment, John. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. If you'd have witnessed that shouting that day, you know what Mrs. Mini Dream shot at you.
Internet can't.
No, I'm not doing any videos on the Audi at all. Somebody asked me that the other day. No, that's my build, that one. But I will show some PE being used on a different build. One thing people are going to remember, I'm not videoing everything I do. Because that's just going to be a nightmare. I'm going to strategically pick a few builds here and there to do. This Audi build's all mine.
You don't want to burn yourself out.
Nope, exactly. It's my hobby, this. But I will show some PE in the video. I've ordered something today for it, funnily enough. To do.
My Reeboks for next year have already been selected.
I was doing some Reeboks reviews.
Yep.
It's like a review, but in reverse.
Knowing what kits are best to repack back into boxes is quite an important.
A nice dragon kit.
Oh, they're horrible to Reeboks. Yeah. A mini art kit, don't want to Reeboks one of them. No chance.
A what?
Mini art.
Yeah, mini arts aren't too bad as long as you keep screws in a big stack.
I don't know. If you took one of those T54s completely out of the box and then tried to put it all back in, I'm pretty sure you'd not get it all back in.
I've done reviews on a few of them too.
You can get them totally packed back in.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well done.
See you, Matthew. Take care, mate.
Yeah, it's a good book, Dave. You'll enjoy that.
I'd say the worst ones are some of the RC car kits. Because literally as such as take the body shell out and you cannot get the flipping box back shut.
Yeah, Philip Bomington says boo to the haters. Yeah, the haters and the shit stairs, the people that fuel the hate in this hobby.
Oh.
Yeah, plenty of them out there.
Oh, yes.
All they're content on is being miserable.
Especially the two-faced one.
Yeah. Sons of guns.
Yeah.
They're always the ones that say the hobby's dying as well, aren't they?
No, they're those ones that play the victim.
Mm-hmm.
You mean that dying hobby that 10,000 people went to last weekend at Telford?
10,000 and the rest.
I was going to say that was just Saturday.
There'll be more than that in there, mate.
You reckon?
Yeah.
There were a few because I kept bumping into some.
Yeah, that's some
I've never met before.
Steve, to be honest, mate, you take the S off the end of that one.
Yeah. But yeah, I bumped into a few people on the Saturday and I'd not got a clue who they were, and you know.
Oh, did you meet a few of them people?
Of course.
Hi, Dad. I like watching you. Thanks.
Yeah, you don't know me, but I know you. Shook me hand and then walked off, eh?
Yeah.
Somebody came up to me and goes, Paul, I know you said about the not coming up and saying such and such and giving you your name, and I appreciate that. And then didn't tell me the name and walked off. I was like, it was no idea. I can see the guy's face. No idea who it was.
I've got to say though, them cryptic handshakes are quite fun if you know it, because it makes your head go, "What? Who?"
Yeah.
It's kind of comical, really. I quite like that bit.
I've never answered what is 2K so much in all my life.
I know. Oh.
So what's this 2K stuff then?
Double the memory of one time.
It's unicorn tears that makes everything shiny.
Yeah, Sherman's going right there. The hobby can't die as long as the East Asian modelers it is.
Yep.
The East Asian modeling market is huge.
Oh,
They are nothing in comparison to that. Nothing. We're not even probably 5%.
No.
They're over there. It's massive. Yeah.
What do you do? How many states have they got?
What?
How many states are in the US? You've got at least
50.
50 states, and 58. Look, well, okay, let's say 45 of those states have got the same amount of people as the UK living in them. They've got a huge amount of population to buy kits.
Yeah.
Amazing amount.
Oh.
I was always surprised.
Sean, it was from Spot Model, but I think they're out of stock now. In the video I did the belt in, it's linked in the description. Yeah. No idea what's going on in that chat.
No, I'm a bit lost.
Proper random comments. I'm like, what?
Brian says it's 330 million.
Ah.
I think I'll drink some more rum because Sandy Wills is annoying.
Nigel, what? I have a comment on my channel, or canal, I think it's channel, asking why can't people say Model World? Telford is it?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Telford is the place, that's not what it is.
But it's at Telford International Centre, so
It's called Scale Model World.
yeah, at Telford.
Nigel's modelling bench. Were you originally Nigel's Mustang thing? I'm assuming it is. A little name change. Might not be.
Oh,
You can have to do a refresh in a minute when you can. I have to mute you.
Who?
Sam is starting to do the echo again. Having a bad night.
Yeah, I thought it was you. I met you on one of the days, didn't I, Nigel? Can't remember what day. I think it was Sunday. Cool.
I'm going to go, boys, okay?
All right, Sam. See you later.
Take care, mate.
See you on the weekend.
Bye-bye, buddy.
See you later, mate.
Sean, if you go to Spot Model and go on account, you go to notifications, you get an email notification when it comes back in stock, and it'll email you as soon as it comes back in. They're a pig to get. I'll be honest, I bought the last two. I've seen them going out of stock, and I thought I'm grabbing them while I can. Anyone got any plans for tomorrow?
Grandkids.
I'm having a lie-in.
Oh, football and then haircuts, I think.
Lovely. What are you doing, Norman, did you say?
Going to buy goldfish with the grandkids.
Another one?
Hang on.
Another 3.
What, 3 grandkids?
They went out to a firework display last week or the week before, and they won 2 goldfish. And since there's 5 grandchildren, they all want a goldfish now.
Oh, are you putting them all in the same small little bowl? No.
Oh no, we've bought a big tank now.
Here's an idea: buy 2.5 fish and a mirror. It looks like.
Yes, good idea.
Hang on. Which half would you buy though, Tim? Would you buy the front half or the back half?
Good question off Claire there.
Because the front half would keep eating, the back half would keep.
Yeah, but it's the pooping bit that's more entertaining to watch.
We've got a question of Claire in the chat there.
Yeah, I saw that. So Claire's asking.
Next question.
Claire's asking, what do you think the male-female ratio is in this hobby and Telford?
Right, there was a lot more women at Telford this year.
Yeah.
Like, not being dragged around, but they weren't the modeler. I would reckon 1 to 50.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe even more. It's definitely a male-dominated hobby.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Not for any particular reason. I think it is definitely. It might even be 1 to 100.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have gone at least 95% male.
Yeah. At Telford, I'd say even less at Telford.
See, on like the club stand that were directly at the back of the UMP stand, there were a lot of females on that. Whether they are modelers or just like the Secretariat Club or what have you, I don't know. But there seem to be a lot of females on that in that particular club.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got 15,000 members on ISM plus. I know a handful of women.
Yes.
Obviously, nobody posts. I know on YouTube. What are you laughing at? I know on YouTube, I'm sure of the viewers, only 1% is female.
Oh, dear.
It's a lot. I think it has been getting more over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Getting more, but yeah, it's a very low amount.
Yeah.
It's probably the subject matter, isn't it?
Although, look at Paul Chaplin's Mrs. Sue. She's just took up the hobby and she's coming on a bundle.
Cool.
Is that your non-laughing face, Tim?
Try to laugh then. Don't say anything. Health and trouble, get a fine. Shh.
I'm going to say, would you like to read that one out, Tim?
No, because there's an F word in that one, and I'll get in trouble.
Oh dear.
That's a good point as well that Claire makes. There's a lot more female gamers these days than there ever used to be.
Yes, I think the female game was actually it's horrible to say.
Like I said, aren't most of them sat on Twitch getting the bit out for people to watch?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that too. Yes, yeah.
What's that called again, Paul?
They aim at the young man that doesn't leave the house much, and the fact that they're able to practice with a woman that doesn't leave the house much as well. I think
as a recently lapsed gamer, I have gamed with many females who don't do YouTube. They just enjoy gaming. They just enjoy gaming.
Sorry, cough's come back.
Oh, yeah, of course it is, Tim.
Notice how I stressed gamed. Anyway.
Oh dear.
Are you talking? No, I'll wait till I start drinking. Come on.
No, you're all right, carry on. And I think you're right. It is. It goes. That last statement from Claire links with what Paul said about the subject matter.
Yeah.
The Sims definitely pulled in a much wider female audience, and dare I say it, the Wii had a lot to do with it as well, because suddenly it was more accessible for everybody, and I think that just kicked it off and got people saying, "Oh, what's this? I want to look a bit more into this." And like Paul says, the subject matter, for the most part, apart from the figures and stuff, most of the vehicles are very sort of stereotypically male orientated. Fast cars, heavy armor, aircraft, that kind of stuff. There isn't much out there for non-techified women.
The sci-fi stuff starting to come through a lot more recently as well. You got a lot more of the easy to build Star Wars from Bandai and stuff like that. So they're quite accessible and easy to do, and you can virtually clip it together at home. And you have a little model of it, and then if you get brave enough, you're like, "Oh, I want to start painting it now." So yeah.
Ooh, I wonder what the ratio is in Japan. Female modelers.
I know there's There's a few modelers in Germany that way on in that part of the continent that I've started to do, like Facebook live things and whatnot, and painting and do a one. I can't remember what Facebook page it ran, but I think she was building a ship and whatnot, and yeah, she was a really good modeler. I'd never be able to build a ship like it.
Now, in Japan, when you're classing modelers, you've got to remember also they do a lot of modeling of figures. There's the model food and the little teddy bears, and there's lots of other weird stuff they're not modeling over there. But same again, they're still classed as modelers, aren't they? So,
from a model railway, mainly model railway, but / terrain point of view, we've got Kathy Millett on YouTube, who's got a massive following. She's actually just been hosting or judging on the Channel 5 model railway building series. I watch it all. It never occurred to me that I was, how can I say it? Never occurred to me. Never meant anything to me that I was watching a woman teach me how to do modeling. It was just a person. But I guess when you look at it like that, there aren't that many around.
No.
Hello, I follow Scala Hobby on YouTube. She does trucks and all that. RC. She just built the 35th scale Dora.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow.
She's very good as well.
I want to say, that's like taking a bull by its horns proper there, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, there you go.
I remember there was one a short while back. A woman who was doing Facebook Live modelling. Again, I forget her name. I think she was Swedish or Norwegian.
Yeah, that's Scala Hobbies.
Scala, yeah.
And she stopped doing the Facebook Live stuff because every other comment was pervy.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, with women trying to enter a very male-dominated area, unfortunately, you're always going to get a lot of that, which is a shame because it then makes other women then not want to to then enter that arena as well as such. So yeah, it's a shame, but a bit
You're making it sound like Mad Max beyond Thunderdome or something.
It's a little. Oh no!
Two men enter, one man leaves.
Dan. Yeah, it's in some way. I think not that women have to become masculine to be within this environment, but they have to be quite thick. Oh yeah, thick skin probably a good way of doing it. Yeah, a thick skin to be able to understand that they are going to get a bit of unwanted attention. Unfortunately, is a unwanted attention or more attention than they may want from certain people, and then I think you just got to just brush it off and just ignore them. Yeah, don't react to them. Just ignore them. They're the type of people, if they get ignored, they will go away. They are that type. Which is a shame. Yeah.
Probably the same people that sneak the kids past the missus.
What?
I was saying it's probably the same people that had to sneak the kids past the wife.
I don't think they've got a wife, that's the problem.
I sneak nothing past my missus. She always answers the door because I'm at work.
Yeah. My stuff's to do too, work.
See, I can't do that.
Yeah, don't want your stuff turning up at work. It'd be even stranger questions.
Oh, well, it's not so much that. It's I'm not having note left in yard.
Nope.
Right, well, there we go. I think we're calling a night. I'm knackered. My voice is killing. And I'm going to take the piss out of Graham and Christmas for a bit longer off air. So, thanks everyone that watched, everyone that won, everyone partook. thanks for these guys for taking part and helping out and reading all the chats and doing the giveaways and yada yada yada. Well done. We'll be back next Friday for a full show. We'll see you through the week. Take care, everyone.
Have a great weekend.
See you through week. See you through window.
Yeah.